Jaret Goes to the Movies is a free podcast made possible by Rich's lack of a social life, as well as our amazing supporters. For as little as $1 a month, you can access tons of extra content each week. Visit jaretgoestothemovies.com and click Support Us. Enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jaret Reddick, and this is a podcast. Jaret Goes to the Movies. Hopefully you have seen or heard one of my many musical endeavors. And if you have, then you know how much I love movies. This is movie commentary with no movie knowledge. This podcast is me and my friend Rich talking about movies that we like. But my name's on it because I'm famous. This is Jaret Goes to the Movies. Still. Okay, we're starting now.
There was a time before cable, when the local Anchorman reigned supreme. When people believed everything they heard on TV. This was an age when only men were allowed to read the news. And in San Diego, one Anchorman was more man than the rest. His name was Ron Burgundy. He was like a god walking amongst mere mortals. He had a voice that could make a wolverine purr. And suits so fine they made Sinatra look like a hobo. In other words, Ron Burgundy was the balls.
Oh, man. I fucking love that. That whole intro is so good. And just that it's the fact that it's the guy that did the behind the music thing or whatever. You know? So good. Audrey! This is Bush. Here's the thing that I didn't know. Well, I didn't know what Bush was. I didn't know, like, this is Bush. This is Bush League.
Bush League, yeah.
So do you know what that is?
It's the minor league baseball thing, right? Bush League? That's what that means, right?
Don't look at me. I don't know anything about baseball.
No, I think it's like a NASCAR thing, right? Like a
no,
racing
it's
thing?
not NASCAR.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because that series happened like way late, not in the 70s.
Oh, you're probably right. Maybe it is.
That's what I always thought
You're
that
such
meant.
a fucking sports guy. I mean, it's fucking scary how much you know about sports.
Casey, do you know anything about the Bush League in baseball?
Hey, everybody. My name is Jaret.
Was that right?
This is a podcast. It's called Jaret Goes to the Movies. Excited about tonight's podcast. We've dimmed the lights. We've just had an hour and 9-minute pre-show. We've had technical difficulties out our ass, and nobody's lost their temper once.
Yeah, that's true.
Lots of drinking.
Yeah, I think the drinking before the podcast might have helped that.
Everybody's drinking tonight.
Yeah.
And that seems to be going really well, actually.
I'm on beer 4, and we're just now starting.
Sweet Jesus.
I'm already on my second beer, and I'm having started.
I got to be honest. I am so excited about 11:15. You wouldn't even fucking... it's going to be amazing. So we do this on a Friday night. So it's Friday night. It's party night. Everybody's drinking. And... But I'm excited about this one. This is Anchorman was a staple. It was kind of like one of those movies on the bus where when we had this one bus that we were on for a really, really long time in Bowling for Soup. And it had 4 different channels that would go into your bunk. So here's what we had. We had ESPN on one channel. Anchorman running 24 hours a day, 70s porn running 24 hours a day, and then just there was one that was just sort of like optional if somebody was awake, so they could go watch whatever they wanted.
Okay.
With me as always is Rich.
Hello.
Rich is here. Rich is he's still on his shock top. How are you, man?
I'm good.
Still no dog?
Still no dog.
So the last time we did a podcast, I believe the Russian's mother was on her way.
Yeah, she was in
Nashville, I believe.
Yeah.
Or have we done one since?
She's in Nashville. She'll be back on Sunday. We're all going to brunch on Sunday.
Right.
And she won't be there because she's driving her mom back from Nashville.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
She's going to pick her up.
Yeah.
So are they going to all then dwell in the same place that they all were in when you first met her?
Yeah, yeah.
And they'll all stay there. And so is that going to change anything as far as like how you got where you guys are and things like that?
No.
Does the Russian sleep over?
No, we
she
don't
can't
do a
really
lot of
because she's
sleeping over.
got a kid, right?
Yeah, it's the kid thing.
Do you sleep over there?
She likes her bed, and I like my bed.
Right. Yeah. I get it. There's a lot of couples like that in our neighborhood.
Oh,
We were
really?
the opposite.
Yeah.
I liked his bed a lot more than my bed.
Yeah. My bed is fucking badass.
We both have Tempur-Pedic
Well,
mattresses.
he had
but
like the
hers is
spite divorce bed, so he
Yeah,
like, got,
so I
like,
got the
most
fucking-
badass one ever.
I
had like the hand me down my brother's old bed that
Not only
had,
do
like, a
I have
dent in
this,
the middle.
not only do I have the spite divorce bed, I took my ex-wife
spite divorce
to
bed.
the spite divorce mattress purchase, and because at that time it was just like we're like helping each other get furniture and shit like that.
Are
And
you about to ruin the bed for me?
no, not at all. And so I go, this is so comfy. And then she laid down in it and she goes, it really is. And I go, well, don't get used to it. This is the last time you'll ever lay down in this ever. And she
I want to point out that we are actually planning on getting a new bed. So whenever you see like the giant mattress box in front of our house next week, you're not just like, holy shit, she actually made him get a new fucking bed.
Yeah, we are. Hey, my wife Casey is here, and yeah, we're thinking about finally moving to the king size bed. And it's not just because I've gained weight, but
It's because we've both gained weight.
Oh my god, the king size beds are magical.
well, I don't know.
I have a king-size bed for myself.
I've always been.
No, you know why? Because he hugs this pillow at night and he puts it on me and I get hot and it's like the pillow.
That's the point. I want to get you hot.
Or
No.
are you gonna a twin? What's going on?
No, we're on like a
Yeah, but
queen.
we have
I don't
bunk
know.
beds,
I just always
but we
thought
both like the top bunk.
I've just always been of the school. Like it's nice to be close and be able to reach out and
Yeah, but I like it to be optional.
yeah. I will say that
Cuddling is for
we've
awake
stayed
time.
we've stayed in a couple of hotels lately, and having my own space was kind of nice. Because I mean I don't know, like
I think this is your idea.
she likes to do this like hip stretch thing, and like I think it's inviting me in, and it's not. That's not what she's doing at all. She's like fucking really stretching her hips.
It's a
And
trap.
It took me a while. It took a while for me to like figure that out. Like, oh Jesus Christ! Okay, what's going on? You're just ready. And she goes, oh no, my hips hurt. I'm stretching my hips. God damn it! I'll just roll back over. And then I expect her to be like,
I thought that wasn't a problem. I thought it was always her trying to get up on that.
oh, it is still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh yeah. Nothing has changed in our relationship. I will say this: I've been on a fucking roll lately.
Yeah.
We're doing just
In
fine.
case anyone's wondering, I don't know.
No, I'm just saying, like, I just say we're
You
doing.
guys were doing it when Will and I came in
Yeah.
today. You didn't even know we were
well,
up here.
no, we were actually. No.
That's why we were so quiet. We didn't want to
She
disturb
was
you.
giving our child a bath, but whatever.
Whatever you call
Is
it.
that what you're saying? However you refer to it. I mean, it seems kind of weird, especially with the whole Hollywood pedophile ring, but whatever.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. I didn't say
Yeah,
anything.
he went in the weeds.
I'm
Same
gonna
thing.
get one of these Caspers, I think, and they're not a sponsor of the show, by the way.
Why?
Because the reviews are insane.
We need to research more.
Tempur-Pedic, dude.
No, I know that, but it's like
No,
fucking
not
triple the
Tempur-Pedic.
price.
What do you mean? I have a Tempur-Pedic. It's amazing.
No,
Here's the
I
question.
have a Tempur-Pedic
Do you-
and it's amazing.
Do you roll over at night?
Yes.
Then don't get a Tempur-Pedic.
Why?
Why?
We have a Tempur-Pedic
Because
now.
you can't roll over.
Oh no, I have a thing that I do. So here's the okay. I see what you're saying, Will, but I
You
have
have
a
to use
method.
muscles
No, I do it like
occasionally.
a kick thing. So it's not a roll. It's more of like a launch yourself into the air.
Well,
and
you can-
spin,
You can literally do somersaults on the bed, and she won't.
and
feel
she
it.
doesn't feel it.
So here's my excuse to get you into my bed.
That is true because sometimes I do roll over and you're like gone. And I'm like, what the fuck?
My bed is a
When did that
Tempur-Pedic.
happen?
I have
What?
Like you'll like go to the bathroom middle of the night or get up in the kids and like I
Oh,
never
you don't
heard
know
you
that
do
I. You don't
ever.
know that I roll over.
No.
So I have a Tempur-Pedic, but it's a hybrid. It's a spring. It's like both. You can roll on it,
Okay.
but it's soft like a Tempur-Pedic.
So I have the cooling one, and I'm gonna have to have that again. That's the thing.
Come into my bed.
I don't. Okay. I'll come over there and check it
Brittany
out.
and Sean have that purple one. I want to try
I'll
it.
fucking come
Yeah,
over
I
there
think
and
it's
check
that
it.
same
Let's
one.
just fucking
I'm gonna
do
go
a
just
tour day
knock
mattress.
on doors and be like, can I
They
lay
do
in your
this in
bed?
neighborhoods all over the place. They just call it key parties. It's a whole separate situation, you know?
Yeah.
Why are you looking like that? Because you want me to get the Tempur-Pedic, right? You just
No, I don't care what
No,
you get.
you've already decided though. You're like, this is fucking stupid.
You have a Tempur-Pedic now?
yeah,
Why would you go away from
because
that?
we're thinking about getting a larger fucking
They
mattress.
don't necessarily
Just
want to
get a
spend
Tempur-
$1 billion and
Right. Oh, you're saying like buy a twin,
Did you
stick
have
it
any
next
kind
to the
of
one that we
back
have.
issue before
Ooh,
you
we
got the
can do that.
Tempur-Pedic?
Me?
You get the car.
I've never knock on whatever this is. I've never had back
I had
issues before.
bad back problems. I got the Tempur-Pedic. It literally went away overnight.
Really?
Overnight.
Did you
I
just?
have hip problems.
Right. She likes to
Jaret.
stretch them out.
Because of the smashing?
No, because I,
Hulk smash.
had hip dysplasia like a German Shepherd when I was a baby. No. Little pink body cast.
Will
Crawl
is
around
here,
on
by
my
the way.
arms.
Will,
Hey, everybody.
Kiddie Corner Wil is here. Angry Will.
No, I'm happy today.
Mosquito Boy. Happy Will. The Golden Boy is here. And Will did me such a fucking solid today. I took my kids to school, and
What did he talk you into letting him do?
No, I'm on my way back. This is serious. Like
As
because
long as I don't use my mouth, it's
I have
fine.
I have a bit of a commute in the morning when the kids are here, so I drove the two older kids to school, and Everett was along for the ride because Casey took her mom to get a root canal or some shit. So I'm coming home from taking the older kids to school, and Everett's in the back seat, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I've got a fucking nail in the tire, and I just knew it. Like I know. And so I'm like, dude, I've got to take my car in. I got a nail in the tire. I didn't take the cans out or whatever. And so Will fucking gets out there and like has to run to my house
Neighbor
because
of the fucking year,
the
always.
trash truck is coming.
It was literally coming down the street like 4 houses down. I was like, shit.
And my cans are like overloaded and like stuffed because what happened was we missed 1 week and then it was Everett's birthday. So we're like still playing catch
Can I
up.
be honest with you?
Yeah, go ahead.
We missed 2 weeks.
God damn it, straight to hell.
I can easily miss 2. I usually miss 2 weeks.
I
Like,
blamed
don't
one
even-
on Katie, but the other one was me. I just didn't tell you that.
Yeah, but again, you.
It's just me.
It's just you.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you, Will, for helping me get my trash cans out to the curb. You fucking made it.
I'm your trash man.
You're my trash man who wants me in your bed. Tonight we have a special guest, guys. Jason Kelso is here.
Hello.
And Jason, now here's the thing. So when we first started this whole situation, we started with Back to the Future. And I already had like a pre-made poster because Bowling for Soup had done me as Marty McFly. And that was our first poster.
Right.
So I thought, well, I know this my friend Mark McGarry, this guy does these crazy Jarinus things all the time. Jarinus is my other band that I'm in. And he does these crazy fucking posters of us all the time. So I'll just see if he'll do a movie poster. So he was nice enough to do that. Now, what happened is that I saw Jason at a soccer game. Our kids were playing. I don't think they were playing against each other. I think one was playing. My kid was playing, and yours was playing next. Or did our kids play against each other?
I think we played against each other.
Did we fight or no? No, we didn't fight.
Who won?
No, there was a woman. I think on your one of your parents.
Yeah.
Was yelling about something.
No, that's not our parent because
That
we
crazy
did.
lady that I yelled at?
Yeah. So no, was that really that game?
Yeah, I think that was.
Oh
it.
shit! No,
Oh,
that
God,
was
what was her
y'all's
son?
parent. That was y'all's parent.
Oh, it was ours.
Yes, and she was awful. Like, I literally was like, I lost my mind. I was like, isn't there a fucking rule about no air horns?
We
Like,
talked about that on the podcast.
We did, yeah.
I gotta go back and find that podcast.
But I don't remember it being that. But anyway, we had seen each other, and then I guess we Facebooked after, and I was like, you should have said hello and all this. And so Jason had done a couple of other movie posters of us of just random movies, and Mark got a promotion at work,
Right.
and couldn't do it
Couldn't
anymore.
do it anymore.
So
He
we
did it for
asked
the first year.
We asked Jason to come in, and so Jason provides all of the posters that you see from week to week for Jaret Goes to the Movies. So
and
welcome,
they are hilarious.
Awesome.
welcome, Jason Kelso to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Now y'all get mixed up sometimes, and then Rich gets pissed off and has to do it himself. What are those weeks like?
I've never gotten pissed off.
I know, I'm just joking.
No, last week I think was.
Fast
time
Austin
we did.
Mark McGrath helps him
Yeah.
out. If he's busy, he'll do one or whatever. So he's done a couple of them.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Who's Austin? I don't think I know.
Austin, I don't think you've met him. He's just one of our regular listeners.
Well, that's really nice. Yeah, I mean, like any, and again, not necessarily for movie posters, but if you want to do like a caricature of us or something, why not throw it in? Just make me look skinny.
Yeah,
that's all I ask.
matters.
Yeah, that's the whole fucking point of the show. Well, welcome, Jason. So Jason got here. I texted him. I said, just get here, walk in the front door, come up the stairs,
And he did.
and he did. Just showed up. And you could have been at the wrong house.
Oh yeah.
We've had that happen before.
It has happened.
Oh yeah, on the wrong street.
And it was the fucking guy that wrote the article about us,
Jay.
right?
Yeah, Jay.
He went to the wrong house, and I told him, I said, just walk in.
It
Come on up
wasn't
the
on the
stairs.
other street.
He was on the other street, but the door was locked. And so it was like, Rich is texting him the whole time going, I don't think you're at the right fucking house, right? And so that's the time that we all went outside and the pizza guy pulled up because he thought we were looking for him. It was raining and shit.
Oh yeah, we felt bad. I think that like the GPS has finally caught up to our street because it happened so many times when we first moved here.
Yeah.
Our friend Laura, we had a Halloween party on the street like behind us. And our friend Laura was going to bring her baby here so my mom could watch it so that she could go to the party. It was a work party. And my boss lives on the next street. So she shows up at the house and rings the doorbell, then knocks on the door, then rings the doorbell, and this crazy lady comes and opens the door, and she was on that street dressed like a scarecrow.
Oh, Jesus
fucking
Christ.
baby in her arms. And he's like, what do you want? And, and she's never met my mom,
Yeah.
so she's like, I can't just leave my baby with this person. Like,
Yeah.
and it was not the right.
There's a scarecrow here that does.
Take my baby.
She's acting like she doesn't want my baby. It's
And then
weird.
she forgot to tell my mom her baby's name, I guess, because it just didn't come up because she was sleeping.
Yeah.
Why do you need
So
the
she
baby's
woke up
name?
and my mom was like, oh, it's okay,
Baby?
princess.
Yeah.
It's okay, sweetie. She's like, I don't even know this baby. It's a complete stranger.
Congratulations, by the way, to Laura and Jason. That was 2 years ago, and they're taking their engagement pictures
Right
today.
now, yeah. Super awesome.
So congratulations to them. Jason has become a member of the family as well. He's a different Jason. No, different one.
I don't know her.
I swear to God, I don't know her.
Let me just be honest. You'd want to. All right. So I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
No.
I did mean it.
Yes.
I meant it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the Anchorman podcast. I'm excited about this one. I think this movie is fucking amazing. Let's get the business out of the way real quick. This is a Tim Toole and Matt Cardosi production. Hey, our new supporters just happen to be Danny Stuckey, Raven Pimentel, Jason Wall, John Newart. Jared Spear has upped his pledge from $20 to $50 and will join us
Yay.
for the 5 questions. Right now, you put
$50 questions.
$50 questions. That's a fucking new game we could do to raise money. It'll be amazing. Daniel Cotton is now a fucking $50 subscriber. Thank you, Daniel Cotton. And he will join us on 5 questions going forward. Daniel is also a new Bowling for Soup employee in the United Kingdom. So
That's how he was able to afford
He got
this.
himself.
I
He
guess
got
so.
himself a job on the
I guess
Heartache
so.
and Hilarity tour.
Our executive producers also happen to be Patreon supporters. If you'd like to hear your name on here, if you'd like to participate in our monthly Skype hangouts, or if you'd like to play 5 questions, or if you just want the archives are amazing. All of these shows that you hear are edited. There's a bunch of funny shit that happens. Most of the time it's me and Rich fighting, and you can have all of that for as little as $1 a month. Our executive producers just happen to be Tim Toole and Matt Cardosi, who are our corporate VPs. I'm sorry, we do not have that package available to anyone else at this time, but I'm
it's
pretty
fucking
sure
exclusive.
once Matt gets married, there will be an opening. David Murray, Ashley C., Sheila Ray Wonder, Wendy Croft, David Dooley, Diane Small, Big Chris Whitehead, Lucy Murray, Rawdon James, who we will hear from later in the show, Eddie Weiss, Lisa Wenzel, who was just in Pittsburgh with me and Casey, Sean Umbeck, Joel Robinson, Nigel Watson, Greg Pascal, Chris Holt, Tyler McCullough, Mark Ryan, Svi Hurst, Josh Millman, Jason Randall, Les Zaldor Zalewski, Katie Morgan, who breastfeeds on the Hangouts,
She does.
Jared Spear, who you will hear from later on in the program as well, Mike Breton, Shawnee Griffiths, Chris Jacobs, and the great Daniel Cotton, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for those guys. Those are our executive producers. This week we're going to talk about the movie Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. It is fucking crazy to me to think about that this movie came out in 2004, and here's why.
Why?
This movie has been such a huge part of my life. I mean, huge. It's been a huge part of my life. I mean, huge. And it, what? What? Because I did a little Donald Trump there?
Yeah, that was a good impression.
Thank you. I've only, that's my second try ever I feel like when I get in here and I get warmed up.
Well, you have 8 years to perfect.
Yeah, he tried the Morgan Freeman again the next day. Not so
no,
good.
it wasn't so good. You have 8 years to perfect it.
Or another 6 months.
Yeah, or as I like to say it, 3.5. Either way, I love you so much, Rich. But this is a movie that is still like when it comes on, it just seems really fresh to me, and like it's just like one of those where so big staple in the Bowling for Soup bus, and just the fact that it came out a year or less after we actually got on our first tour bus is just crazy. Anyway, 2004, Ron Burgundy is San Diego's top-rated newsman in the male-dominated broadcasting of the 1970s. But that's all about to change for Ron and his cronies when an ambitious woman is hired as a new anchor. Now, the first thing that I want to address before we get into the cast of this is how true this whole stigma of like them being these fucking really famous individuals is. Because here's the thing, I'm from Wichita Falls, Texas, and fucking Skip McBride was famous as shit. Like that motherfucker couldn't walk around with people fucking around with him, you know. And he's like just Lynn. I did forget his name, but I had it a minute ago.
But you used to know it.
I used to know it, but you know how I talk about all the time about how DJs were rock stars?
Yeah.
News people were even bigger rock. I mean, I remember when I had my toy store, Scott Kopenbarger would come in. I'd be like, Jesus Christ, it's fucking Scott. I'm not gonna ask for it. You couldn't fucking ask for a photo anyway because nobody had a goddamn camera.
That's
you know, like it's not like you just had one of those on you all the time. And now I'm Facebook friends with Daryl Franklin and a guy from the news. Again, like one of the news anchors went on to be on CNN, and she had red hair, so I masturbated to her. And Lynn Walker. Lynn Walker was another guy. But I do actually remember when this happened.
Lynn Walker's not the person you masturbated to?
No.
Okay.
But on Channel 6.
You sure?
In the 70s, they fucking did. They added Kate something or other.
Beckinsale.
And all of a sudden there was a woman anchor or whatever. But like, do you guys remember that from where you lived?
I have always thought that local news was total bullshit. I have never watched local news.
Okay.
I don't know anyone from local news. The only reason I know what any of them look like is because of the commercials saying, hey, watch us at 5 and 10 or whatever. I never watched local news.
I think that's why this movie is such a great representation of that, because the only time that you basically watch it to get sort of like a recap of these stories or whatever, but this is San Diego, and just it's so Wichita Falls to me when he's just like, his name is Nutty and he's 3 years old. Would you look at that? That squirrel can water ski. It's like, that's fucking typical for local news.
Yeah, that's why I never watched it.
But I mean, did you ever live in a small town?
Yeah.
Because I did, and that, like, people would get on the news and you'd just be like, holy shit, such and such was on the news. Like, I fucking did when I was in high school, I did a Crime Stoppers, but I acted like I was the guy or whatever, and I fucking went to school the next day, and I was fucking famous as shit. People were like, I'm like the fucking quarterback of the football team comes up and just like, I saw you there on Crime Stoppers, you better watch out. And I'm just like,
you were on a Simon commercial. Did that not?
It didn't get me. It really didn't, because it only showed like 2 times, and it was this whole thing. But I mean, I fucking thought that newscasters were the shit. Rich Siegel was the weather guy for Channel 3. The other guys that I was mentioning were from Channel 6. You guys, I mean, did anybody else? Nobody? With these local news peeps?
Well, I grew up in just south of Dallas, so I was really in Dallas the whole time.
Okay, so it's big time.
I grew up in Southern California. It's like the major network. It might as well have been national news.
It's such an interesting thing for me, because I think about it, like, even when I won't tiptoe around this. Just fuck it. I'll just tell you. Like, I have a thing for news chicks. I just do. Like, I like the way that
Clearly,
the hair.
look at me.
I like the way that the hair is sort of like
A helmet.
this. Like, it's like a helmet that
Spanish
goes
Channel
around.
news
And,
chicks?
and I okay, those are any of them. To be honest, but I really do. Like, I feel like I was the target market for Fox News. I just, you know what I mean? Like with the legs crossed and all that shit.
Yeah.
Because they're just so smart and they just have vaginas and stuff.
They look like they sell pharmaceuticals on the side.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
a selling point.
But here's the thing: is like I've always been into that whole idea. It's like the
The power suit.
Meredith Vieira. I love so much. You know, she was on Good Morning America for Today's Show or some shit. Anyway, I don't know. But I do. I remember when news people were rock stars, radio DJs were rock stars, and it sucks that you guys never got to experience that because, like, when they would do appearances and shit, you know, like you would just see them
Yeah,
out.
I never cared.
You know, I should give a shout out to Chris Horgan as well. So he's also my Facebook friend and has done a lot for Bowling for Soup there locally on the Wichita Falls news station, and started out as a sports guy, and I think he's anchor and shit now, you know? So he's got that going for him. This movie stars Will Ferrell as Ron Burgundy. Now, one of the fucking best things I've ever heard is, obviously, you guys know that I listen to Howard Stern. So he had Jim Brewer on. And Jim Brewer's talking about how Will Ferrell would do these characters or whatever, and he would come in and he would just stay in these characters and like, you know, I mean, this is you fucking hate it because this is, well, I know that I'm blowing your shit or whatever, but don't make it a surprise later. Let's just fucking talk about it now.
Do you want me to do the alternate synopsis?
No, hold on, I'm not ready for that yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you're right. God damn it.
Over to Rich for his alternative synopsis.
Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. Will Ferrell portrays Will Ferrell doing an impression of Will Ferrell in this Will Ferrell skit about the life of Will Ferrell as Will Ferrell.
I like it. So this had to have driven you crazy the entire time. But
this is Will Ferrell's best movie.
But you need to rewind back to before you even knew that this is what he did because this is so far back. You know what I mean? I mean, this is almost 20 fucking... Oh,
He did not bother me in this movie.
no.
I love this movie. I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious because there are so many other characters and actors that are so good in this movie.
Yeah.
He doesn't carry the movie to me. I think he's sort of the spine
Yeah.
of the movie, of course. He is doing Will Ferrell, that he does, but it didn't annoy me in this movie. But all the characters are so rich. The dialogue is great. It's hilarious. I was never bored one single time in this movie. It was great.
The thing that Jim Brewer talks about is how Will Ferrell would come. He would come to writer sessions as this character, Ron Burgundy, and it's before he was a news actor. But again, he was like he would wear a turtleneck, and it would
Before he was on SNL?
No.
Oh, okay.
On SNL.
Okay, gotcha.
So he would come there and like go to the writer meeting. But you guys know how cutthroat
I see.
SNL is.
He would come as Ron Burgundy before he put him as a news anchor.
That's right.
Okay,
So
yeah.
he would come to SNL meetings
Right.
that he's supposed to be Will Ferrell at as Ron Burgundy, and he wouldn't break character.
Well, here's the fun thing about Will Ferrell. He studied journalism in college, and he was a news anchor for real.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, it's
Interesting.
he
As
fucking,
Ron Burgundy?
No. He read the news.
but he absolutely nails this. He really does. I mean, it's just like it. I mean, this is Will Ferrell at his best.
This
You know,
was his peak.
I think that I do think that he has a little bit of a stretch comedically. Casey and I like the movie that he did with Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, where they're
Daddy.
the Daddy's Home
I
or
think
whatever.
that movie is hysterical.
And
I'm
he doesn't-
excited for the new
and he
one.
doesn't-
I'm really excited for
and
the
he
new
doesn't
one.
play Will Ferrell.
I
in
just
that movie.
watched it with the Russian and the Little Russian the other day.
Did they
and
like it?
Oh, we were just rolling. We were just rolling.
I like Elf.
The Russian doll and the other
Yeah,
Russian
yeah,
doll.
I'm totally.
It's a little like that.
I don't know. I hate to always be like, I don't know, I'm younger, but like I am. Like I think I was at a different age when a lot of the movies came out. So like, I think fucking Blades of Glory is the greatest movie that's ever existed, and I
I
fucking
didn't really
love
like
Step
that
Brothers, and I love I mean,
Blades of
in my head,
Blades
this
of Glory is a swing and a miss for
holy
me.
shit, that one like killed me the whole time. But like, I mean, Step Brothers clearly, but I don't think this was his peak movie in my opinion, like at all.
Old School.
Old School is the fucking greatest.
But
I mean, I don't even. I mean,
guy in that one.
Yeah, I mean, Old School. He's just a.
Side
It's a whole thing. But I don't know.
Yeah, but how many times a fucking week do you say or hear like, "Oh, I might go to Bed Bath & Beyond if we have time"? And,
Yeah, but
that's a fucking great.
I mean, that's
character.
the same thing for this movie too. I mean,
Us
and
or you?
Step Brothers and all
Him
that.
and
shit. Yeah. You know, I mean, look. So we all agree he's done some great movies, and you know, I do like to think that he steps outside of that character a lot. I do also understand for sure that because there was a time in Jim Carrey's career where Jim Carrey just played Jim Carrey, and people were like, "Well, that's it." You know, that's the because The Mask and Ace Ventura are literally the same thing. It's the same.
I hated The Mask. Love Ace Ventura.
And
Ace Ventura was one of my favorite movies ever for the longest time. Like it replaced Fletch was my favorite movie of all time for a long time, and then Ace Ventura was it for like 10 years.
6'3", he's 6'7"
I've
with the
said it
afro.
before. A lot of these guys that are being like, you know, typecast as like the same person all the time. Like
Al Pacino.
I just think of these, especially the comedians. Like think about a fucking stand-up comic. You go see them; they're gonna play the same character. It's just what they do. Like that's what I think whenever I watch these people. Not like these deep drama
Vince Vaughn
actors.
is
Vince
the same
Vaughn is Vince
character
Vaughn.
every time. I, for some reason, don't get
wanna
tired of that.
I don't want to see him do anything else.
I don't either.
I mean,
but for
like
some
Will Ferrell in
reason, I
Stranger
just get
Fiction
sick of Will Ferrell. I don't
See,
know
it's
what
the-
it is.
I'm the opposite, and I do. I get it. I really do. I just think that I'm so glad that you didn't bring that into your perception of stop it.
This movie's great.
Into this movie or whatever, because you're right. It's like all the stuff that happens around it, but I feel like that could be in any movie. Like, why couldn't he be that character now if they brought in all that? The Vince Vaughn thing, I kind of agree.
He bothers you in an anxiety sort of way. I understand.
Yes,
that.
yeah. So
That's how my mom feels about Will Ferrell. She was like, "I want to come on the podcast. What are you doing?" And I said, "Oh, we're doing holy fuck, what are we doing?
Anchorman.
Yeah.
Anchorman."
So-
and she just goes, "Nope." Like she's not.
Yeah, so Rich, you get me. Like, you know, like but that's genius. It's genius that he can do that. I mean, I fucking like Jason Lee, and Jason Lee can't act, but he fucking just yells all the time at the Chipmunks or at a fucking skateboard, and everything's fine. You know, I'm into it. All right, so our matron in this movie, I don't know. I tried to get fancy and I can't do it.
Even the female character.
I didn't have a mountain, and I didn't have a camera. Christina Applegate is in this. Christina Applegate is when I was making Reese Witherspoon the prom queen in High School Never Ends.
Right.
Christina Applegate was in there. She just had too many syllables in her name. I love her, and I love her for being an awesome actress. She just seems like a good person. She started that whole Moulin Rouge thing or whatever that they used to do that ended up being a movie. Like her and Carmen Electra would go and like do burlesque dance like in LA and shit. You could show up and she'd just be up there dancing or whatever. That is.
I think that turned into the
true
Pussycat
talent.
Dolls, not Moulin Rouge.
Oh, yep. I think you're right.
Yeah, I was like, well,
You know what ruined it for me with her?
With the Pussycat Dolls?
No,
or-
with Applegate.
Eyebrows.
Hey, thank you for correcting me on that.
No
Because
problem.
I would have felt like an asshole. By the way, hold your thought. Remember what you're
Okay.
going to say. I'd like to retort something that I said last week at the beginning of the show.
Retortally.
Redact.
Retact.
Redact?
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm gonna go back and just fix something I said.
People on vacation did not come on stage to We Got the Beat. We came on stage to Vacation.
All
All
I
I ever wanted.
Yeah.
Vacation had to
I
get
was
away.
wondering why y'all came out to that song. I was
That's
like, that
right.
seems kind of weird.
But I did
Yeah,
I did
makes more sense.
I did indeed masturbate to Belinda Carlisle a lot.
Oh man, I had the hots for her.
Dude, she was in Playboy
much.
in her 40s, and it was fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty
I had a subscription. Guess who got it for me?
Your mama?
That's right.
Easter.
Sweet
What else
lady.
is she gonna give him for Easter?
I mean, come on, Ed, it's bullcrap. Don't get me wrong, I love the ladies. I mean, they rev my engine, but they don't belong in the newsroom. It is Anchorman, not Anchor Lady, and that is a scientific fact. I don't know what we're yelling about. You're with us, Ron. What do you think? It's terrible! She has beautiful eyes and her hair smells like cinnamon! Loud noises! All right, everyone relax. She's not going to take anyone's airtime. I read somewhere that their periods attract bears. The bears can smell the menstruation. Well, that's just great. You hear that, Ed? Bears. Now you're putting the whole station in jeopardy.
It's amazing. What's funny is they had to have done that scene.
Do you know who the first co-anchor woman was?
Barbara Walters.
That is absolutely correct.
Really?
Barbara Walters. The same person that shut Corey Feldman down when he was trying to tell everybody about the pedophile ring in Hollywood. Y'all didn't see that clip?
No. She also blew a bunch of presidents, right?
I'm sure.
No, she put it in her book. I think she
really?
She blew
because
some people.
because their hair was in their face.
Yeah, and then later in life, she didn't blow them. She would just take her teeth out and gum the shit out of their nuts.
Oh,
I would enjoy that better.
Which I'm into.
Yeah, I'm totally
as long
into
as you're like over the head doing the fucking.
I think she talks dirty.
It's the psycho. It's called the psycho. You're gumming the nuts and doing the.
How long are those balls?
You've literally just coined something new now. It's
the psycho.
It's going to catch on.
Yeah, I hope it does. I've always wanted to do that. Not get the psycho. I've been doing that for my whole life. Okay. I got some catching up to do. All right, so we already did Audrey. I just thought the whole news intro was so funny because you could tell that it was a bunch of ad libs and stuff. And just him warming up, like, hey, hey. And just, the arsonist has oddly shaped feet. And like all of that shit is so funny.
I love scotch.
Scotchy, scotch. Into my belly. Everyone come see how good I look. And then there's that. And then obviously the whole party thing is just so funny because, we've been coming to the same party for 8 years and in no way is that depressing. And then he does the again. I have a gripping news story, whatever. It's a cannonball, and it's so funny because people do the cannonball thing now. This is actually a true story. I was doing a show in Kansas City, and radio show. So it was us and Lifehouse and like Aaron Carter and Jennifer Jug Hewitt.
Oh my god.
A couple other acts or whatever. And so we ended up going into the VIP area after our show.
Sorry, I just got your Jennifer Jug Hewitt joke. Okay. I was like, that sounds familiar. What is not right about it?
That's okay.
Do you know she's from the town that I went to high school in?
Did she like local news?
I made out with the girl whose twin sister was the girlfriend of her brother.
Oh, I did that.
Well, I gave her.
So you're
mother.
basically related.
Was her brother Kevin Bacon or something?
No, his name was Kevin.
So I have a different story about her. I gave her mother some Doritos and stole her limo one time. That's a completely different city, completely different time. This was in Kansas City. And so we go into the VIP area or whatever. And this guy comes up to us and he goes, we introduce ourselves, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm James Westfall," and I go, "Fucking what?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'm James Westfall," and I go, "You're not really James Westfall," and he started laughing. I go, "Wait a minute, are you one of Paul Rudd's testicles?" And the guy dies laughing. He goes, "Yeah, I'm James Westfall and Dr. Kenneth Noisewater or whatever. We were his roommates in college, and he didn't tell us. He went and did that movie,
No way.
and he did that ad lib, but he never told him. So he told him what he did. He goes, y'all have got to go see it when it comes out. I have a surprise for you." So he goes, "Yes, I've got a name for my penis. It's called the Octagon. My left one's James Westfall, and my right one is Dr. Kenneth Noisewater." And I go, "Dude, is Kenneth Noisewater really a doctor?" And he goes, "He sure fucking is." I was like, "Holy shit!" So I sat and talked to this guy for like 30 minutes. I was like, "Was Paul Rudd like an actor kid?" He goes, "Yeah, man." He was just like this dude. He was like friends with everybody, but you just knew like it's like a quarterback that's gonna make it. Yeah. He's like the guy in drama that just could do anything. And these were his best friends growing up. That's funny. So it's super cool. So we took a picture and all of that stuff. you have a lovely
You had cameras then.
breathtaking. We didn't have cameras yet. So
You did have them. You said-
Oh no, we took a picture. Our Jive rep. Thank you. We didn't have cameras on our phones. We took a picture with a Jive rep on an actual fucking camera.
You probably did have cameras on your phones, but they took like postage stamps.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I probably had a Trio at the time, and
Yeah.
it basically,
It would take a picture, but what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
Besides, I'm sure Wes here is just upset over finishing second in the ratings again.
That's completely uncalled for, Burgundy. You know those rating systems are flawed. They don't take into account houses that have more than 2 television sets and other things of that nature.
I guess I have to take you at your word. Number 2.
So again, it's so ad-lib that he fucks up his line 3 times,
Right.
and they leave it in there, right?
Okay, so I said this, and I don't think I ever got any like agree or disagree, but when they rode up on their bikes.
No,
That's
we're not
later.
there yet. We're
Oh,
not
we're
there.
not?
No. This
That's
is
at the
the first meeting. So,
They're standing by their van on the
right
sidewalk.
here, but they've
Oh.
just walked through the park, and for some reason, all of them had 2 bites of a corn dog and then threw it down for no fucking reason. But Brian Fantana also is smoking a cigarette while eating a corn dog. That's fucking hilarious. But this whole interaction of like, what are you doing on our turf, Burgundy? Like, it's
The turf stuff just
it's
kills
so
me.
funny. And just like his news team just standing by the hello evening news team.
Do you like Vince Vaughn as a serious actor?
I like Vince Vaughn. I do. I don't mean that I don't.
I think he's a really good serious
I liked
actor.
him in The Breakup. That was good, but I mean,
I
he was still
love The
Vince Vaughn-y though.
Yeah, he's
I
Vince
don't
Vaughn.
know
for sure.
where would I've seen him. I like the Christmas movie.
The second season of True
Oh,
Detective.
that's a good one.
What's the Christmas movie he does?
Not Four Weddings.
4 Christmases.
We watched
Is that
too
Reese?
much.
4 Christmases.
Is that Reese Witherspoon?
No,
Yes.
Fred Claus.
That's why I like it.
It's really good.
Fred Claus is good. I
Fred
like
Claus
it.
is good. Absolutely. He's in the second season of True Detective.
Yeah.
He's literally
Oh,
the
no.
only good thing about that season.
It was really good.
And
I've
then,
not seen that.
And then
Rachel McAdams is good in that, though.
Return to Paradise.
Nope.
They get caught for drugs in China or something, and they get jailed and all that.
I do like
Did
that.
you like any of? Have you even seen like any of the Will Ferrell like a little bit more serious movies? Or did
I
you
didn't
have
like any of them.
You didn't like Stranger Than Fiction
No.
or the Everything Must Go.
No, I mean I wouldn't mind doing one of the movies just to give it a second chance, but I remember
It'd be hard.
just
Both those
hating
would be
them.
hard to like.
I don't
flip
feel
and
like we
talk
need.
about,
We don't
but-
need it. We need
No,
waiting.
we don't need it. We definitely need waiting.
If you guys are adamant about putting that in, I'll just put it in. I don't need people to vote on that shit.
Sometimes people
Although
just.
sometimes like we do movies and I'm like, yes, fucking finally, and then once I actually have to analyze it, I'm like,
This is not going to be that way though.
No, this
because
movie's
it's
so
so
good.
small budget. We can't build it up though. That's fine.
it's like taking my dad to
When
a
are we
Marilyn
going to do
Manson
my
show.
movie? When are we doing my movie?
What is
What's
your
your
movie?
movie?
What's your movie?
Mulholland Drive.
I'm in.
No, I thought you said your movie was Magnolia and it's on the schedule.
Dude, I am in for Mulholland Drive, and I have
What
a
is that?
fucking great story about it and everything. It's a
Why didn't-
fucking great. It has the
Is it Jennifer
greatest.
Connelly?
It has the greatest lesbian scene of all time in it.
Oh, is that
I don't
Gina
know.
Gershon?
I've skimmed
No.
the internet a
no,
little
it's
bit.
the girl with the fucked up eyes and like a.
Gina Gershon?
No.
No, it's not.
I thought
whoever-
Jennifer Connelly.
No.
No.
Who's
By the
in
way,
it?
I thought Jennifer Connelly.
You guys
was,
love this movie, but you don't even know who's in it.
I don't care. I thought Jennifer Connelly was dead. Apparently, she's in another movie
What?
now. I don't know. I mean, hadn't seen her in a while.
That's what you just assumed.
Yeah, I just assume if
She's
an actor.
married to some dude.
Yeah, she completely looks different because she did like what was that? Career
Rest-
opportunities.
Yeah,
back years ago,
huge
and she
boobs.
Was, she was hot.
You
She-
assume they're
I
like
think she
dead or
lost
they've
all
been
this
married
weight.
to
She
Tom
lost
did
all the
the
weight.
Hulk or something.
I know, but she was in a movie.
She was in Blood Diamond. She was
Maybe
so
Michael
hot.
Douglas or something. She's got big old boobies. I mean, and they're just everywhere.
No, Career Opportunities was the big
No,
movie.
she's like in a river or some shit, and you just see. You know what else she's in? She's in that Jared Leto movie where they're on the drugs. It's like an independent film.
Where he does all the heroin and
Yes.
Requiem for a Dream.
Yes, she's in that.
Geez, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Let's not ever do that one.
It's the feel good movie of the year.
Holy shit.
100%.
That was messed up, yeah.
So I love this whole interaction between the two news teams or whatever. And so they walk up and Vince Vaughn's just like, look at them with their suits or whatever. And then Brick just goes, "Where did you get those clothes at the toilet store?" But just the build up to it, it's just like it's so crazy. And then the other and he says something about him, and Champ just goes, "I will put your face into a car windshield, then take your mom, Dorothy Mantooth, out to a seafood dinner, and then never call her again.
Dorothy Mantooth is a saint.
Let's not bring the mothers into this.
It's called Sex Panther by Odeon. It's illegal in 9 countries.
Oh my God.
Yep. It's made with bits of real panther, so you know it's good.
It's quite pungent.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, it's a formidable scent. Stings the nostrils. In a good way.
Yeah.
Brian, I'm going to be honest with you. That smells like pure gasoline.
They've done studies, 60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, let's go see if we can make this little kitty purr.
So, just him walking into the room, and Veronica going, "Oh my God, what is that smell? It's like a used diaper filled with Indian food." Then you get and then the dude gets up.
Indian food,
and it's the cameraman guy gets up and he goes, "It's like a turd covered in burnt hair."
That was Judd Apatow.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah.
It's like Bigfoot's
that's
dick.
fucking it's like Bigfoot's dick. I didn't know that was Judd Apatow.
Yeah, the guy behind the typewriter. He gets up with the beard.
Oh no! I thought he was the
guy that
redheaded
says it
guy.
smells like shit with.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because he's the guy. He's the guy on Old School that's like, "Hey, I'm here for the gangbang."
I think so. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So how does Will Ferrell keep his physique the way it is?
I feel like this is a trick
just
question.
Medium.
No. He's not fat in a way that
He's dad bod.
he's not fat in a way that sticks out anywhere.
No, he's just
But
not skinny.
it's Jello. Like his whole body is made of Jello.
He's
It's-
doughy.
Like, how do you get that body?
I think he just
I
has
bet he gives the best hugs ever.
I think he just has a fucking great metabolism and he doesn't have to worry about anything, But he also has an insanely huge appendix surgery scar that's just all the way across his belly and shit. And he gets that shit out all the time on SNL.
I bet cuddling with Will Ferrell will be awesome.
Do you guys know that this really happened? That he actually had to make the decision. They a studio. This is true. I'm not joking. A studio was like, he could never be a leading man because of his fucking teeth. So you got to fix his
because
teeth.
they really do close up on his bottom.
His bottom teeth are.
But a lot of
fucked.
actors are like that. I notice it all the time. That
so
people even Brad Pitt has kind of crooked bottom teeth. And
what the fuck did you just say?
And Tom Cruise has
Rich, did you hear that?
Has middle tooth.
Did you hear what she just said?
I don't think she meant it.
She didn't mean it.
I don't think she meant
No,
it.
it's sometimes imperfections are perfect.
Well,
it says it in all the symmetry. Sometimes it can be more perfect if things are a little off.
I'm basically
I don't
going.
mean
I'm
that
fast
that's good about
forwarding
him.
to your Tom Cruise comment. That shit is fucked up.
Fast forward to me talking about Tom Cruise. I don't even talk about him. I never even seen any of his movies. Except that one that made me watch.
Brad Pitt does have that wet mouth, though.
Stop it.
Ooh, slobbery mouth.
We talked about it, and I was so glad you weren't here for that. And she watched the movie. She was ready for it. Then you went
if I
out.
had found out, I would have lost my shit. What movie were they ate the whole time? Oh, Summer School.
No. He eats all the time anyway.
not him, I'm just saying in
but
general.
what is the dry mouth movie where he's just
7?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yes, that wet mouth and stuff.
Yeah, I was on the 7 podcast.
Yeah, you were here. No, it wasn't. It wasn't
What's
that
in the
one.
box?
No, the one where he had the fucking slobbery thing. She wasn't here
It was definitely 7.
because we talked about it.
Well, wasn't
it was
he?
Summer
What was
School.
the other movie where they were in the reform school or the child abuse and all that stuff?
The Sleepers.
Oh yeah.
Sleepers, yeah.
Oh yeah. Was it that one? Because I watched the movie, but I skipped that podcast because fuck that.
That was it.
That's
the one. And he has wet
That
mouth
was
the
a
whole
long time
time,
ago, though.
dude. I swear
Okay.
to God.
All right.
Because
And y'all brought it up, and
then
y'all
you
brought
guys
it-
got here, and I was like,
And
what?
I
I'm
say
gonna pick
it.
this one
I
out.
say it on the podcast. Y'all bring it up, and I go, "It is so awesome that she is not here right now because
might have been that one.
she would have fucking figured it out, and that would have been a whole
that
thing."
had to have been it.
Yep.
Because I
That
watched
was
the
the
movie,
one.
but I decided to.
All right, I will
opt out.
now accept apologies from everyone except
am
Jason
sorry,
Kelso, who fucking just saved the podcast.
Roadhouse.
I regret nothing.
What's up, Rawdon James?
I'm good. I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm good. Tim,
cool.
he's in America, right?
Yeah.
Tim.
All right, so we're calling it.
Tim, turn off
Tim,
your...
you're on. Turn your audio off. Tim.
What is that?
It's fucking sounded like it.
Jesus Christ, Tim.
You should see his face.
He's in America, right?
Tim.
Hey, what's up?
Oh my god.
Turn off your shit.
Turn your audio off.
Tim,
Are you off?
Well, whatever's happening is fucking crazy.
Stop watching the video.
Yeah. Just look at us. Look at us on the Skype, but close that other thing.
Close the video.
Stop watching the video.
Oh my god!
I'm leaving all of this in.
You have to.
So Tim, he's in DevOps, right?
Okay, done.
Okay, you got it. Tim Toole fucking coming in with the Seahawks shirt and just fucking everything up. But you know what? That's his right. He's the boss, guys. He's the boss.
That's why he's the boss.
All right, Jaret Spear has added me as a friend. We're going to get Jaret in here as well. Awesome. So, Tim, wait, how you doing, Tim? Tim.
He's waiting for your lips to move.
Hey, Tim, can you hear me?
I can now.
Okay, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing amazing. How about you?
You look fucking great. I'm serious. Like, I like the Seahawks shirt. Like, you're just saying fuck it. You're just going for it.
Yeah.
You don't even care anymore.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay. All right. Yeah. What's up, dude? From the Boston Bruins. How are you, Jared?
Oh, man, it's been a long day.
Yeah. Me too, dude. Oh man. Well, guys. So we have a three-way tonight. It's the first ever. This is a first ever thing. For us here at Jaret Goes to the Movies. It is a first ever all male three-way here on the program.
Is it a man train?
This is a man train. It's whatever you call it, boss. All right, so guys, we're of course welcoming Rawdon James from the UK, staying up until 2:30 in the morning. Tim Toole from the West Coast, and Jared, where are you from again?
Georgia. So it's only 9:30 here, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. So guys, you've heard this game on the show. This is a game called 5 Questions, where we ask you 6 questions, and the high score is 7. All right, so guys, here we go. We're gonna do 5 questions starting right now. Now, did everybody get to watch Anchorman?
Yes.
All right, Rawdon James got to watch Anchorman. Tim, you looked a little confused. Did you actually watch Anchorman?
A couple years ago, yeah.
Okay, got it.
I knew that was coming.
I will say this: it doesn't really matter what Tim says; he gets every question right, no matter what.
That's true,
because he is one of our 2 bosses. That's what you get for $100 a month. If you're a Patreon supporter and you want to fucking win this game for once, come on in. All right. Now, who is writing down your answers and who is not? I just need to know. And what will you be writing on? So, okay. Dry erase board, fucking dry erase. Jesus Christ, these guys are geniuses. Tim, of course, has nothing. That's right. He's flipping me the bird. So we will be going to Tim first on each question. Here we go, guys. In the we're going to be talking about the movie Fast Times. No, we're going to be talking about the movie Anchorman. All right, Jesus Christ, this could be the best one
it's written
ever.
Right up there.
I'm not looking at that. I don't like. I'm trying to already think about the first question. I was like, Jeff Spicoli. Jesus Christ. All right, here we go. Anchorman, the movie. This movie is called Anchorman, and it is about a broadcast of the news, of which there is a news team, and on that news team is the actor Will Ferrell. Name one other actor that is on the news team. One other actor. That's right. All right, we're going to go to Tim Toole first. Tim Toole, one other actor that is on the news team.
That's right.
That is correct. All right, so we will go. Very good. All right. All right, now we'll go to Rawdon James. Here we go.
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell is correct. Jaret Spear.
I went with Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd is a great one. Very good. It is a 3-way tie, 1-1 to 1. All right, here we go. Question number 2. When Will Ferrell's character first sees Christina Applegate's character, she has a breathtaking what? And I need the exact word. A breathtaking what? All right, we'll go to Tim Toole first. Tim Toole is motioning to his breasts. That is correct. All right. All right, now let's go to Rawdon James.
I'm not familiar with the spelling of this word, but it's a Heine.
Heine is correct. That is right. And now we'll go to Jared Spear.
That is in fact what I wrote.
Heine, two, and I would like to point out 2 incorrect spellings of the word Heine. All right, amazing. That is a tough one to spell.
You sure it wasn't like the English spelling?
It could have been. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a 3-way tie at 2, and you're all doing great, by the way. All right, next we go to question number 3. Here we go. The nemesis of Ron Burgundy is played by what really tall actor that I met at the Grammys? The nemesis of Ron Burgundy is played by what really tall actor that I met at the Grammys? Standing next to Incubus.
You were at the Grammys? That's really neat.
Really tall. They're really short people. And all right, we'll go to Tim Toole first.
It wasn't Michael J. Fox. Was it?
Tom Cruise. He's real tall.
Tom Cruise is correct.
That's correct.
Very good. We'll go to Rawdon James.
Vince Vaughn?
Vince Vaughn is correct. Absolutely.
There's a lot of people at the Grammys.
We go to Jared Spear.
I also put Vince
Vaughn is correct. We have a 3-way tie at 3. All the 3s, ladies and gentlemen. This is going great. All right, question number 4. The movie Anchorman was an amazing, amazing movie. True or false? The sequel, That's right. The movie Anchorman was a great, funny, awesome movie. The sequel, True or false? That's right. We'll go with Tim first. Tim said false. That is correct. Let's go to Rawdon James.
True.
That is correct. Absolutely. Very good job. Now let's go to Jared Spear. True is correct. We have a 3-way tie at 4. You guys have no idea how hard this is to do.
In your head.
Yeah, in my head. Like this is the most confusing one ever. This is like trying to fucking let a fucking kid win at Chutes and Ladders. It's just not easy. Oh, you landed on that slide, but it's not working. I'm sorry. Like that's fucking awesome. You get to stay up here. Oh,
you get to go up the slide.
It turned into a ladder. What? And they're like, what? Is that really a thing? All right, question number 5. You guys are doing great, Jared, Rawdon, and Tim, and you all have 4 points. It's our first 3-way tie at 4, all male review. All right, question number 5, right? Jesus Christ, I'm so confused. Question number 5 is about the movie Anchorman. In the movie Anchorman, Christina Applegate is hot. True or false? That's right. Christina Applegate is super hot. True or false? It looks like Rawdon is struggling with this one. It looks like Jared Spear was confidently riding he's now scratching his ear. We could see something. Okay, and holding his beard. Tim sitting with confidence as if he could do no wrong. All right, we'll go to Tim. Let's go to Tim Toole first.
He's reading the news.
Tim Toole.
She's always super hot.
That is correct. Absolutely correct. That's 5. Rawdon James.
Tim's first.
True.
He went with true. That is correct. And Jared Spear. True. All 5 questions by
Even
all
Tim couldn't fuck
3
around with that
guys. That's right.
Holy
yeah.
crap.
Yeah. It's I would like to point out that our boss is the greatest CEO of all time. He scored a 5 with 1 correct. All right. We'll go over to Rich now for Rich's bonus question.
All right, guys. Married with Children Applegate or Anchorman Applegate?
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Damn.
Is that easy?
I would think so.
Oh, man.
Pedophilia or
No. She was
Am I allowed to Google what she looked like then?
Sure.
Question
yeah, sure.
When I was that age?
Do you have a computer brought up? Do you have a computer up there?
Yeah,
All right, we're going to give you guys each 10 seconds to Google your favorite.
Interpret it how you wish.
Yeah, that's right. I will say.
Just remember who's asking the question.
That's the fucking greatest hint of all time.
God, that's true.
Jesus Christ. Like, just fucking tell him what it is.
Right, okay.
Rawdon, he just saw that picture and he goes, oh, all right. All right, so is it they make a choice, right?
They all three. And
Married with Children
after.
or Anchorman.
Correct. Yeah.
All right, Tim Toole.
Anchorman.
Okay, that is correct. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
You have no idea if it's correct or not.
I don't know. You're right. Okay, so Rawdon James.
Based on Google Images, Married with Children.
All right, we go to Jared Spear.
Second that for sure.
Married with Children.
What did he say?
He said Married with Children.
Tim got it right. Anchorman.
Oh. What?
Yeah.
Are you being serious? That's what you think for real?
Yeah, for real.
Wow.
That's crazy. Now, hold on.
Like more than that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I feel like Rich is growing up in front of our
I
eyes.
feel like you were going to have like a weird thing about her
Jared's
boobs.
Answer.
No, I thought you were going to have a weird thing about her boobs.
They're basically the same.
Those boobs?
No, they're not.
Yeah, they're sort
No,
of.
but now they're now. Okay.
Did you see him in Anchorman 2 in the apron?
I know what. No, that was this one. But I'm telling you why.
This was this one. In the
You
apron?
like them now
Okay.
because they're fake.
No, I don't know if they're fake or not.
She had them replaced.
Oh, did it? Oh,
Yeah.
and I really do like her now.
Yeah, that's what
much
I'm saying.
better.
That is such
Didn't
a.
she have breast cancer?
No, she
you were
didn't
gonna say
want.
braces.
She didn't want to have breast cancer.
Yeah.
And it like ran in her family, so she just went ahead and had the mastectomy or whatever.
Oh, then
and,
I definitely like her better now.
Well, Tim is in the lead, guys, 6-5. It's hard. This is hard. I feel sorry for anybody that has to go against Tim in this game ever. So that means that the two of you, Jared and Rawdon, will now each get a crack at Will's wacky bonus question. If either of you are able to nail this down,
Danny Stuckey said, but no belly shirts for her now.
Oh, no. Jesus Christ. I think she's fucking way hotter now. Like, way hotter.
Yeah,
but
I was much more attracted. I looked at old pictures and I was like, yeah, she's hot, but it's like...
There was a dumb thing about Kelly, though, back then. You know?
And y'all were younger then. It's different.
Yeah, it's definitely when you're younger.
I don't know. She
At that
just...
age.
Maybe, but I mean, I was
I've
in my
always had a
20s.
older... I like the
How
milfy
old are
girls.
you?
I like...
45.
Oh, I've never told you that. Don't tell her that. No. 17.
All right.
All right, cool. All right, now it's time for Will's wacky bonus question.
No, they're super hard.
It's super hard.
Oh,
wacky
super
trivia. Super hard.
God damn it, guys.
Okay.
And it's not bonus. It's
This
just
is a
super
really hard job.
Okay, who's answering this question?
Okay, this one will go to, actually, we've got to go to Rawdon James first for staying up until 3 o'clock in the morning, so he will get the first choice of category. Here we go, Rawdon James.
Rawdon James. Here are the categories. Science. Animals.
Animals?
Fucking Rich.
Let him say his animals.
Why can't you just let me fucking have this?
I like saying it.
Oh, shit. Okay. Science. Animals.
Animals?
History. Diversity.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Or sex.
Diversity.
All right,
Someone please pick diversity.
I need to give him the categories because he couldn't hear. So it's science, animals. Stop it.
Oh,
now I'm annoyed by it. Science, animals, history, diversity, or sex.
I'll give you $10 to pick diversity.
Like later if he sees you.
You don't need the $10. Pick what you want.
Isn't that only like 8.5 pounds?
History.
Okay. In what year did Juan Cabrera, I can't speak Spanish, discover San Diego?
In what year did Juan Cabrera discover San Diego?
Oh, is he that German guy?
Cabrillo.
What do you think? Here we go.
1635.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
I have no idea.
1542.
1542.
Well, that's close.
Very close.
1542.
Wow. That
Wait.
seems really early.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
1492. They are already into California 100 years after discovering America?
That's correct.
That's really weird.
All right.
I would have never thought
All
that
right,
in a million
now
years.
let's. Now we're going to go to Jared Spear. Now, Jared Spear, the categories we have left are
science,
animals,
diversity.
Now you kind of miss it when
Animals.
he doesn't do
A little bit. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I don't like when he does shit, and then when it's not there, I fucking like it again. And so it's science. Come on, just do it. Animals. Diversity.
Or
sex.
Just because I want to hear what the question is, I'm going to go with diversity.
He's going with diversity.
I love Jared Spear.
Okay. According to Ron Burgundy, what is diversity?
Oh shit! I know what that is.
Shit.
Oh, I could have got it.
I was just watching that scene too, man.
Oh, I know.
Hey.
What a fucking curveball by Will here. Throws him a line from the movie on a category you thought was going to be super political. Amazing.
I say all the time too. Damn it, man.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to give you 3 seconds.
I gotta pass.
I've got to give Rawdon James a chance to steal here, guys.
Diversity. An old ship used in the Civil War.
I'm sorry that is incorrect. It's an old wooden ship.
Oh, it's an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War.
Tim Toole is our winner this week, ladies and gentlemen.
He's the ref. He is the ref.
Well done, Tim.
Well, what a fantastic game. You guys are all awesome. Hey, Jaret, I hope you have a better day tomorrow. Rawdon James, thanks for staying up. Kiss the family for us. Tim Toole, thank you for all you do for the show. And we miss you guys like crazy around here. And we're going to go do a podcast and make you guys proud. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks.
Later, man.
All right, later.
All right, man.
Bye.
Bye.
As a journalist, I should get to know the city that I'm covering. But this is not a date.
No, of course not. Strictly professional.
Wonderful.
So I pick you up 8 o'clock? 9. Downstairs.
Mr. Burgundy, you have a massive erection.
Really?
This fucking scene.
This is why I don't wear slacks, by the way.
Dude.
It's the pleats.
So this is one of those scenes where it's like I'm sitting there with Casey, who thinks everything that I think is funny. But I like gauge like how funny she thinks it is, like as to like how kick-ass she is. And she just thought that this was sort of funny. And I get that, because I think probably the first time I saw it, I thought it was sort of funny. Because I didn't get all the shit that goes on.
I laughed
after
this whole time.
you did laugh, but
what does she have to do?
Hold on, you
There
stop.
was too much pressure for me to like it.
Hold on. No, that's not it. Don't fucking do that to me. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that, like, when you've watched this 1,000 times with dudes and stuff, it's amazing to watch it with your
and stuff.
I can't talk about that.
You know, we are getting a new bed. Fuck it. Order the Casper. I don't even care.
Now I have to leave all that in.
Fucking Casper is the ghost mattress. Anyway, it's so fun because I know all like the back shit that they say or whatever, and so just when he has this fucking just him just going, "Don't act like you're not impressed," you know, like him walking around is so fucking funny. It's just like
I did think this scene was fucking.
I'm
hilarious.
walking off a situation here. I'm gonna go walk this
But
situation.
there were
off.
scenes where, like, you know, he anticipates it because he knows every.
Yeah,
fucking word
and
of the
I'm
movie.
trying so hard not to just quote it, right?
Yeah, and he really is. At one point, I think he actually realized that because we had the subtitles on, because our house is always loud, that it kind of probably seemed like you were reading them rather than.
Oh,
like,
I never even. Yes, you're right. And then
then he stopped.
Yeah.
But this scene was funny. But some scenes, like, I can gauge, like, he thinks what Will Ferrell says is fucking hilarious, but I think what Steve Carell says makes the whole fucking scene, you know?
Yes.
And then sometimes he thinks that too, and then sometimes he, like, doesn't laugh at that one joke, and I'm like, that was the fucking, that was the punchline, you know?
I'm with you, Case. I am not with Jaret on this.
What are you talking about? You don't even know what you're being such. I love you so much. Also, I heard what you said when I was peeing, that you missed a whole bit or something because I was talking too much or some shit.
No, I didn't say.
But if I weren't
I just
talking,
said we had a lot of stuff
We had
going
a lot of
on.
stuff. Yeah, we haven't started clips.
I just skipped my bit. I'll just do it
Y'all-
next week. It's fine.
I don't want to miss your bit.
I wrote a Larry Sanders or a Larry
Colonel Sanders.
wrote a
Larry
Larry
King.
David episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Hey now.
You ever seen Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Love that fucking program.
You're lying. You've never seen it.
He really has.
Oh, you have?
Guess how many episodes I can watch at a time?
1.
2. Guess why?
Anxiety.
Correct.
Kills you.
Yes. I can watch 2 episodes total at a time, and it's it's literally, I think it's the funniest show that's ever happened, ever.
If you like that, I think you'll love this episode I wrote for it.
Why do I need you to pitch the episode on this thing? Remember that time you pitched a movie for no
that's
reason?
what I do sometimes.
Oh, that's a good bit, though. Just for no reason.
Yeah.
Totally fucking get it. All right.
And kick the vermouth to the side with a pair of steel-toed boots. What the fuck does that mean? Is she just trying to be cool and saying skip the vermouth, or is that an actual thing that you can order and it sets up the drink in a different way?
So apparently it means she's ordering a Manhattan mixed drink.
Oh, that's a
and
thing?
it's telling the bartender to only put a little bit of vermouth in it.
Kick the vermouth to the side with a pair of steel. Is that's an actual way to order that drink?
Apparently.
It's colorful.
It sounds forced.
Well, yeah, it is. It's the cool way to order the drink.
I guess so.
So that's what she wants. So it sounds
I
like
think
she's
it's
ordering a martini, but she's actually ordering a Manhattan with a little bit of vermouth.
Okay.
Now
I prefer just saying Manhattan with a little bit of vermouth.
Now, there are a couple of things that we missed that aren't dedicated to the boner scene.
I like that she appreciated like getting driven to that point too. Like I figured I'd be creeped out and being like,
I thought she was going to say
she's
something
like,
about it.
beautiful view. Like I'd be like, get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Although we've all been on
why didn't you just bring me to a dugout for crying out loud?
Everybody's been on a this is not a date, right?
Yeah.
Here's a little
Definitely.
Like when it's really a date.
I thought that was all the dates.
Everybody's been on a this is not a date, right? Like,
Yeah.
this is not a date. This is professional, or this is not a date. We're just friends, but it's kind of a date. You're like, it's not a date, but you can also pay for me and tell me I'm pretty. And
right.
But here's some trivia for Will.
Oh.
That point, if you go up there, it's called Point Loma.
Mm-hmm.
But what is the monument at the end of it?
I don't know.
It's called the Loma Lisa.
It is the Cabrillo Monument.
that was close.
I did the best I could, guys.
Is that at Point Loma Nazarene?
Speak American.
Mr. Burgundy, you
Okay,
gotta play some jazz flute.
Where do you mic the flute? That's a good question.
I thought about this while it was happening, and it's essentially like blowing over a bottle.
Are you sure?
100%. So the sound, the sound comes out of like where you're blowing
So
into
there's
it or
no
whatever.
hole anywhere else. It's
No,
gonna spin
there
out
is a hole.
The sound
in the bottom, but it's like they cover it up to make it so they can cover that up and they can let that out or whatever. It's sort of like a slide or whatever.
So you're 100% sure the sound comes out of the mouthpiece.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
I'm not questioning you. I just
Yep.
wasn't sure.
Yep. If I'm fucking wrong, then I'm a ding dong. But I'm
Is that a saying? Oh my god!
It's that right
that
there.
freaked me out. I started
That's
talking when it happened. I
yeah.
was like, "Oh my god!"
I blew a bottle.
Yeah, Aqualung. And so I had to tell Casey why that was funny.
I forgot. I'm
'Cause
smiling
she
and
was
laughing,
just-
but I
'cause
forgot
it was like
what the purpose was.
Exactly. Yeah, Aqualung.
Yeah, I still don't get it.
Oh, so, well, because it's a
It's
Jethro
really
Tull
famous
thing.
Yeah, and he played
Oh my
flute.
God.
And it was like a weird.
That's almost exactly what he said verbatim. Like
When he's
Pretty
play-
much,
He's
yeah.
playing that flute.
Yeah. But then just him like appearing like by people, like, then under the bathroom stall.
That cracked me up.
Oh, so
I
fucking
laughed
funny.
out loud on that.
He can play the flute. He's been playing it since he was in junior high.
Oh, really?
I had no idea that
Well,
that was a
he
thing.
has to hear it first. He didn't really.
It wasn't working.
He couldn't hear it.
Oh, okay. Well, no, hold on, dude. Well, you should have milked that because he does. He goes, no, I can't hear. Okay, I can't hear. Okay, and then fucking, it's like fucking East Harlem Shakedown, and she goes, she's just like,
Follow me for the change.
yeah, take me to Pleasure Town. So I actually,
that's not a thing where you say,
I'm not prepared. I'm so sorry. He pulls it out of his sleeve.
yeah. So once they realize they're gonna do it, by the way, so I have a Bowling for Soup thing, and this is.
You were talking about sex.
No.
yes, but
This
all of them.
this Pleasure Town thing. So this is super. This is big actually, and until last night, for some reason I hadn't put it all together because I think I've just watched this movie too many times, and maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Anyway, so she goes, "Take me to Pleasure Town," right? And then what's his face? The fucking singer guy, Tom Jones, right?
Mm-hmm.
I covered one of his songs, by the way, and it's really good.
Thunderball.
Thank you. But he goes, "Love is like candy on a shelf," right?
Yeah. You sang it better on the album, but yeah.
I didn't do that fucking song, ass face. So, anyway, so Eric wrote this song called 2113. It's like a big time fan favorite. Like,
It's your Twitter account.
It's attached to your body, and it's on a fucking.
It's all over me.
In our
2113. So I named the song, but Eric wrote the song.
Mm-hmm.
And in the song, he goes.
You took credit for that?
He goes.
And all you did was name it?
Oh, no, I wrote part of it. But can you just fucking stay with me on
You've
this?
been saying that you guys co-wrote it for this whole time, and then now you say he wrote it and you named it, and I just thought that was
When
kind
did
of
I say we
shitty.
co-wrote it?
Many times.
Okay. Give me the documentation. But yes, we co-wrote it. But he goes, it's like candy in a bag. You could put it on a shelf, right? And I always thought, God, that's such an interesting thing. Like, where would he have gone? Like, where would he have gotten that lyric? Like, what is that in reference to?
Mm-hmm.
Love is like candy on a shelf, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking amazing. So that just shows how talented my fucking band is. Bowling for Soup. That's right.
I love carpet. I love desk.
Brick, are you just looking at things in the office and saying that you love them?
I love lamp.
Do you really love the lamp, or are you just saying it because you saw it?
I love lamp. I love lamp.
You really want to know what love is?
Yeah.
Yes, tell us.
More than anything in the world, Ron.
Well, it's really quite simple. It's kind of like... Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna grab some afternoon delight. My motto's always been, when it's right, why wait until the middle of a cold, dark night? When everything's a little clearer in the light of day.
This is so good. We should have worked this up.
No,
right? You know?
I didn't tell you this.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know the
It
words.
would have been
but-
nice, yeah. I didn't feel like these harmonies were overdubbed. I think they were.
No, they
nailing
did it.
They
No,
did
they
it.
did
They
it.
had to have.
They learned it.
You could hear Paul Rudd every time. Like,
yeah.
No, so they learned it. And so.
Well, I mean, they could have stopped. They could have done this in the studio.
No.
And then sung along with it. It didn't
They didn't
sound
do
like
it.
it.
No.
Sounded live.
This is out there. So they learned it. They literally did this.
which
And
makes it so much better because you can tell.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it sounded really authentic.
I just love when they're talking about love, and he just goes, you know what? I think I was in love once, Brian. He goes, I think it was like, you know, I met her at the bathroom of a Kmart, and we made out, you know, whatever. Then I
She
never
was like,
saw
what
her
did he
again.
say? She's like something or Chinese or something.
Yeah,
weird.
she goes Chinese,
Brazil or
Brazilian or
something
Chinese or
weird.
something weird.
He had unicorn dreams. Does that mean he's a replicant?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Oh,
What does that mean? I don't understand.
From the last movie, or Blade
No.
Runner,
What
2
else?
movies ago.
If you have unicorn dreams, you're a replicant?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that.
No, I don't remember that at all.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
I don't even think I drank during that one.
Maybe you were peeing when we talked about that.
No, it was on this show.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to what's going on ever. To be honest.
I know.
Yeah, to be honest, I have no recollection of anything we've talked about tonight, which is, and in no way is that depressing. One of my favorite fucking scenes of all time is them just sitting in front of the news desk, and they're all just, you know, everybody's having a sandwich or a drink or whatever. They're talking about, because, you know, we got the team pancake breakfast coming up next week, and he just goes, you know, actually, I don't think I can make it. Veronica and I are trying a new fad. It's called jogging, or it could be yogging, might be a soft J. And apparently you just run. And I fucking say that shit all the time, you know? And then he's just like, no, he'll be there. It's the pancake breakfast. We do it every month. But it's the age-old, like, your friend got a girlfriend thing, right? Like,
definitely.
have you ever been through that? Where you were
I never
in
see John.
No, okay. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
But he did tell you when he got married, he did say, he goes, Friday nights could be a thing. Maybe I'll be able to come to the podcast.
Every other Friday night, we were supposed to see John here in this room.
We've seen him twice.
Right.
Yeah. But
did we see him twice?
2 times.
Yeah, 2 times.
Okay. Was it
Maybe
2 times?
3.
And both
'Cause 2
times I wasn't here.
First time.
One time he
Oh,
came.
that's
2
right.
times he came with beer.
Hold on. First
That's
time.
right.
First time was before marriage.
Oh, yeah, 2
and now
times
2
since.
times since.
Yeah.
So he came as John the bass player. He got his name. Then he's done the beer feature 2 times. And you'll never see him again.
Probably not.
Oh.
Except for Sunday at brunch.
Yeah, Sunday
Maybe.
at brunch. Yeah, if his wife doesn't have a headache.
That's true.
Yeah. Any other times like in your life where because to me
every time.
This
Well, here's my curse. Every single time I'm married and coupled up, everyone else is single.
Right.
Then when I'm single, everyone else is married and
It
coupled
always
up.
feels that way.
That can't be
always
true
that
though,
way.
because
It's always that way.
You've been single now for like 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, off and on. I don't mean to say that.
No.
like,
Single,
You mean
not married.
I mean, not married.
Like in a tax form.
Right, correct. So
tax form.
I don't know. I mean, you
try to
you
keep that
can
going.
still kind of do whatever the fuck you want. So
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
So all your friends are married now, and they can't
Name a single friend.
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
I don't.
Rich
have one.
Coleman.
I literally don't have a single friend.
That's not nice.
I'm your
That's
friend.
why I have.
Yeah, we like you.
I'm your friend still.
Wait, we're not fucking single, ass face.
Oh,
No,
I
you
thought
said you didn't have a
friend.
single
Oh,
friend. I
yeah.
said I'm still your
Oh,
friend.
yeah, a single friend.
Oh, Jesus Christ,
I
you
know,
guys.
they
We're
lost
on a
The pause
different
got
thing.
confusing.
They're fucking.
Yeah, we're on a completely different plane.
We're both here like, we're your
Yeah,
friends,
we're
Rich.
I
have
act
a
like I don't
single
like you,
friend
but I
anymore.
actually do, to be honest. Like, I fucking love you. Well, that's interesting. Same. Like, I was like, I had kids before all my friends. I got married before all my all my friends and all that shit. I got married before all my kids.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
was
why you're
married
laughing?
way before anybody I
kids?
knew was married. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but at the same time, it's like now all of my friends that I hang out with are either friends that we have from being a couple or they're younger than me. And I kind of like the fact that I'm married.
See, and I feel
and
the opposite.
Yeah.
I feel like they're either friends we have, like, or they're older.
But I mean, I love hanging out with Jason and Jason Crocker. Not Jason Kelso. We can hang out too. But I mean, like
Poor Jason.
I'm feeling all bad now.
I know, but I love hanging out with my friends, and it doesn't bug me that they're single and I'm not. What you're saying is like your friends don't come around.
It's different, though. Like, in the salon that I worked at recently, my closest friend there is named Katie. And she'd be like,
Katie.
I don't have anything to do this weekend, and I wanted to do this thing, and I can't find anybody to go. And I'd be like, oh, I'll go with you. And she'd be like, no, why? Like, I'll go with you to the thing. And she'll be like, you're like married and have kids and stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? I'm like the same age as you.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if you're gonna like try to pick up dudes, like you need your like chubby, funny married friend along with you, because you like, I lure him in, then I hand him over, then you go home with him, and everybody fucking wins, right?
And also, you have somebody at home to take care of all your responsibilities, and you can Uber home from wherever
But it
the
was-
fuck. Like, you're
but
the fucking
I'm
best
the best.
wing.
I pay for the Ubers. I fucking
Yeah,
do all the things.
exactly.
Like, I'm the best one. But she'd always be like, I don't know. You're like married. But if roles were reversed, she'd be like, well, you're like single, and I don't want to do that.
Hold on, Rich. But here's the thing, and not to make this all about you, but let's just fucking make it about you.
I was just about to say that it started to be all about me, and then it turned into all about you.
No, but who would you hang out with anyway?
Well, like Mark, I haven't seen Mark in over 6 months.
But neither have we.
I haven't. No, I understand that.
But
But
that's
he's
a
doing
life
his
thing.
married thing. So
That's a life thing.
yeah, and I mean, really, the only reason I see you guys is because we end up in here every
But we don't.
Friday.
I mean, but it's not like the invites are going either way, really. You know,
What
it's
am
just
I
life
doing?
stuff.
I'm just sitting here.
But invite us to shit.
Yeah, invite us to shit.
I
We
don't.
go to stuff.
I don't have shit to invite.
I
you
know,
to.
but we've invited you to karaoke. Did we have fun?
Yeah, we did have.
All
So
the fun. Twice. We
Jesus
danced.
Christ, yeah, fucking A. So
I
and
mean,
actually,
it didn't warrant a regular thing, but we had fun.
God
Well, they
damn
closed
it.
down the place.
Oh, did they really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
that's
also there is
Aces?
Yeah.
Yes.
Aces closed
Yeah,
down.
It's gone.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We don't even
I
know
mean,
where to go. I think maybe
I didn't see
stands.
it lasting. I was
Wow.
surprised it had been there for as long as it did.
Me too. I called that shit right the second time I walked in. I go, well, this is limited time.
Well, Lava Cantina started karaoke.
Tuesdays.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, Ian, I swear to God, I'm not joking.
Why
He
is
just texted me,
Uh-huh.
but I'm not going to read it right now because it could be something of substance, or it could be a wiener coming through a hole or some shit. Like you just
That's
never
the
know what
thing.
it's
He
going to
does
be.
send a lot of
Yeah,
wieners.
there's a lot of wiener shit that happens. All right,
Remember
so
whenever you canceled plans with your parents and then remade the plans with your parents?
Oh, my
And then
God.
canceled plans with your
Yeah.
parents because Jaret sent you a huge
Yes.
black penis
Yeah,
in the form of
think
link.
everyone listening remembers that.
It's my favorite.
And
thing
Conor
ever happened.
McGregor lost.
What the hell, bro?
Hello, neighbor.
Did you just throw a burrito out your window?
I believe I did.
What are you, high or something? Did you see what happened?
I did see. That was a terrific little spill. That's quite a raspberry.
That's my chopper you just thrashed, bros of.
Easy, compadre. I'm your friend out here, all right?
I want you to fix my chopper before I stomp your goofy ass.
If you want to throw down in fisticuffs, fine. I've got Jack Johnson and Tom O'Leary waiting for you, right here.
You destroyed the only thing I love. All right, there it is. What do you love?
See, I think Hollywood knows that Will Ferrell can't carry a scene by himself, and that's why they have to get these big name actors to be in the scenes with him in every scene.
That's an interesting perspective.
It couldn't be just some random actor who was the biker. It had to be some big name guy to carry the
Jack
scene.
Black whenever he got off.
Guys, but this is 2004. Jack Black wasn't a fucking big name at the time. Well, and what's funny, again, he fucks up the line. And they kept it. He goes, "Did you see what happened?" Like he fucked it up.
Because it was all ad-libbed.
Yeah, they're all ad-libbing or whatever. They show him at the end, like trying to pick up the dog, and he kicks it and it comes back on him, you know?
Did you know they missed the cutoff in this movie? In 2003 is when it became illegal that you could no longer kick a dog off of a bridge.
I did know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here's the thing. In 2004, so 2003 we got nominated for a Grammy. 2004, you were no longer allowed to nominate awesome bands for Grammys. And so that like we made the cutoff is what I'm saying.
You just squeaked
So
it in.
yeah, so from that's why, and then the Grammys went to shit. People talk about it all the time. What my year, nobody was talking about how shitty it was.
Nope.
It was all
I
just
didn't.
like 9/11 and all that kind of shit. You know, like it was other stuff.
That was a super good deal for No Doubt.
Well, I am a loser.
No, that's a different band.
No, I'm a
Beck.
That's Beck, yeah.
Okay, you guys can shut the fuck up.
You missed the best joke of the night, Casey. Will made it.
Yeah, at my expense.
It was totally
That's
at
what they're
his
doing.
expense.
Buddy, I love you.
Being mean to daddy.
It'll make the edit though. Don't worry. Just listen back when you.
Yeah,
I don't ever make it
he
this
takes all the
far.
funny shit I say out. That's why you guys get like Team Casey and all that shit. If I say anything funny, it's fucking
You
out.
only listen like 20 minutes. You don't know.
I really don't. I really don't.
You never make it this far in.
I have no idea. Like, there's no way I'll even hear this next clip.
Right, no way.
Just want you to know that if Ron does not show up, I am ready to go on.
Sweetheart, you and I have had this discussion a million times. There's never been a woman anchor.
Mr. Harkin, this city needs its news.
Oh.
And you are going to deprive them of that because I have breasts? Exquisite breasts? Now, I am going to go on, and if you want to try and stop me, bring it on. Because I am good at 3 things: fighting, screwing, and reading the news. Now, I've already done one of those today, so what's the other one going to be, huh?
Screwing?
But what's funny is she slaps him in the face and then she just takes Chris Parnell's face and just shoves it. That had to have been ad-lib.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
I was actually just as confused as they were because I didn't understand what she was saying by that statement either. But then when she slaps him,
yeah,
then I assumed, okay, she must have been screwing earlier because that left open fighting. And
Yeah.
then now she's ready to read the news.
Yeah, that's exactly
Okay,
what
you
it meant.
realize that nothing in the movies is real, right? Like, why do you have to overanalyze that like that?
Sorry, I thought I was doing my thing.
Maybe her and Ron Burgundy already did it that day.
Maybe
That's
she's
what
lying.
I just said.
That's what she was saying.
Oh.
Yeah, she
Sorry,
had
guys.
already been screwing earlier, so she was ready to
Roadhouse.
fight or read the news, and that's why she slapped him.
Oh,
Right.
good
I'm
for
so sorry.
you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, 10, or 11. It's the Richter scale again.
Christina Applegate. Ready?
Yeah.
All right.
I already played the fucking theme song. For Christ's sake.
Hair, a 7. Eyes, a 10. Beautiful eyes. Nose, a 10. She's got a perfect button nose. Mouth, 10. hot mouth, right? Everyone agree with that?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
How do you have a hot mouth?
I mean, dick sucking lips. Come on. Can you?
Oh my fucking God.
I thought you meant she had a nice smile.
Jesus Christ.
I thought that's what I just said.
Rich's body shaming.
All right. Face overall fucking 10. Like beautiful face. Arms 8. Boobs a 6. Waist a 6. She kind of has the whole boy hips thing. Ass a 7. Legs an 8. Overall, I give her an 8, which gives her an 8.2. Which is, hey, 8.2. Come on.
It's Christina Applegate.
I know. She looks great. 8.2. That's awesome.
8.2 out of 12?
Yeah, for a blonde. Come on. That's amazing.
Oh my God. That is a really low score.
What are you talking about?
It's Christina Applegate.
8.2. I couldn't even go out with an 8.2.
What's the on the Richter scale?
Oh no.
What is the largest number you've ever been out with?
Oh, I thought you were going to say
7.
Oh, a 7. What did you think?
Sevens are amazing.
I thought you were
Sevens
going
are
to ask her what
sevens.
the Russian was.
Oh,
I would never do that.
But he basically just
No,
said
that's
it anyway,
a fucking
right?
trap.
I would never do that. No.
No, no.
Yeah.
Here's
Oh, no.
this
The
is
Russians is
hold
7,
on, no, hold on.
Delete that.
This is the difference between
Rich,
you
cut that.
guys and me. I would never fucking do that.
the Russians
Ever.
is 7.8. She's like a 7.5.
Why would you say that?
You marry 7.5s. You don't want to marry a 10.
No, this has to go.
You don't marry 10. She's not going to listen to this.
I know
Yep.
she hates our podcast, but still, Casey's orders. This one's got to go.
I don't mean to
No.
steal. I honestly, I don't mean to steal.
Guys.
Wait, I don't want to
Get
steal.
it together.
I don't want to
You
steal.
don't
Will's,
marry 10s.
Listen to me. I don't want to steal Will's bit, but I'm glad that I married a 12.
This way, why can't you just be proud of me as a peer and as my gentleman lover?
Oh, jeez. I can't believe you did this to me. You read my news.
I told you that I wanted to be an anchor. I told you that.
I thought you were kidding. I thought it was a joke.
I wrote it in my
even
diary.
wrote it down in my diary. Veronica had a very funny joke today. I laughed at it later that night.
I can't believe that I cared for you.
Get out. Just go. We are through.
We are through because of your actions, you scorpion woman.
This was his funniest line in the entire movie.
Which one?
Will Ferrell. I wrote it in my diary.
Yeah.
I thought it was a joke. I wrote it in my diary. Laughed at it later that night.
Yeah.
That is the
had a good
funniest
joke
fucking
today.
movie. It was the funniest line in the movie and his funniest line, obviously.
So they make her the co-anchor, and then we get a bit that we've stolen. You stay classy, San Diego, and thanks for stopping by. But most of all, you stay classy.
I didn't know we were stealing that.
Oh, yeah, we stole the shit out of
okay. I didn't realize that was what was going on.
Yeah.
I thought it was organic.
No, that's what we do here. We just steal shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Green Day.
Oh, fuck.
What just happened here?
Nothing.
Nothing happened.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah, I stabbed a man in the heart.
I saw that. Brick killed a guy. Did you throw a trident?
Yeah, there were horses and a man on fire, and I killed a guy with a trident.
Brick, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. You should find yourself a safe house or a relative close by. Lay low for a while, because you're probably wanted for murder. I'm proud of you fellas. You all kept your head on a swivel, and that's what you gotta do when you find yourself in a vicious cockfight.
Can you believe Mantooth and the whole Channel 9 evening news team? Where's your mommy? Someone's got to change your diapers. I'm telling you, this Corningstone business is really hurting our rep.
I know exactly what you mean, Brian.
And I don't like it.
The whole fucking gang war thing was so fucking hilarious.
It's so amazing. It's like they run into. So again,
This is where I was going earlier.
This is where Casey was talking.
Go,
yeah,
Casey.
And maybe I'm way off, but whenever they rode up on their bikes, right?
Mm-hmm.
My first thought immediately was that they were spoofing The Sandlot. When those boys ride up on their bikes, and that's like you throw a ball like a girl, and that thing, like
Yeah,
when they all came around, like the music was the same, and they were all on their bicycles, like that
Yeah.
gang that was the bad guys on The
Right.
Sandlot. Like I thought that was like related, like
No, it's
and
West Side Story.
Huh?
It's West Side Story.
On the bikes?
In the
Yeah, I know the snapping and the spinning, but not on the bikes.
Come on, Casey.
No, I think she's actually onto something on that. I mean, I think that's probably all based upon the same thing, but just the fact that they meet up with Wes Mantooth and then what's the brother? What's his name?
Owen Wilson.
Wilson. Luke Wilson comes out and they just show up and he just looks at him like, the fuck are you guys? You guys have been third place for 5 years. What are you doing here? You know? And then Public Access shows up, and it's so perfectly cast.
Yeah.
With the guy that's married to Susan Sarandon. Tim Robbins. And then, of course, Spanish Channel, bitches.
I had forgotten the Spanish Channel thing. You know how you like it's something's funny, and then you take it too far, it's not as funny. But then when you take it even further, then it's funny again.
Exactly.
The Spanish Channel part, that's when it got ridiculously hilarious.
That's comedy.
Yeah.
Rule number 1, no touching of the hair and the face.
And that's it.
And he goes, and that's it. But everybody just goes, yeah, of course. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fucking
whatever.
Clearly.
But there was a lot of face punching, though.
There was, yeah. A lot of people broke the rules.
Yeah.
But do you guys notice that? I'm not sure what version that you guys watched, but they do the Brick, where did you get this thing again? Because before that, so they look at Brick, where'd you get a hand grenade? I don't know.
The other news teams had some seriously normal looking dudes. In them. There's no way they came through central casting. They had to be like the crew or friends or something. Like,
sure.
There's no way that they were actually cast.
Or they just cast them to look like just normal dudes.
Really, though?
I don't know. They don't have any lines.
Actors. There's no way these people are actors.
I don't know. They did a really good job at going.
No, that guy was an actor.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
The Spanish people were, but all the 3 other guys in each of the teams, no way those guys were actors.
Definitely in Wes Mantooth's thing. Like, those guys honestly, like, almost sort of
even throw a bike.
Yeah. I mean, but it's almost like, they just went, like, to a neighborhood and went, like, this guy, this guy. Yeah. Oh, man.
The oddest weapon was the baseball bat that was inverted, and then they had scissors on the handle. So it was like you had to hold it on the heavy side to even use
Which would be super hard to swing. Yeah. Not good.
No.
Mr. Burgundy, you are acting like a baby.
I'm not a baby. I'm a man. I am an Anchorman.
You are not a man. You are a big fat joke.
I'm a man who discovered the wheel and built the Eiffel Tower out of metal and brawn. That's what kind of man I am. You're just a woman with a small brain. With a brain a third the size of us. It's science.
I will have you know that I have more talent and more intelligence in my little finger than you do in your entire body, sir.
You are a smelly pirate hooker.
You look like a blueberry.
Why don't you go back to your home on Whore Island?
Well, you have bad hair.
What did you say?
Smelly pirate hooker did come up a lot in like middle school and high school. Like, you always heard somebody call somebody a smelly pirate hooker.
Technically, he's correct, though.
I said your hair looks stupid.
We did discover the wheel. We did build the Eiffel Tower. And as for science, male brains do tend to have slightly higher total brain volume than female ones, even when corrected for male's larger average body size.
Okay, first of all, we don't actually know that a guy with a penis invented the wheel.
That's true.
We absolutely know that.
We do not know that.
It's
Secondly,
deductive reasoning.
I don't know about that. I mean, I'm just saying that, like,
also being oppressed for lots of years and not being able to have a fucking job doesn't mean you have to go, I got to build the fucking Eiffel Tower while I was raping my 12-year-old wife. Like, that doesn't really fucking count, okay? That's not a thing.
I feel
also not a thing.
She was making babies, so fuck
raping
it.
12-year-old wives.
That is a thing. In the past, that's never that's not a thing.
No.
What are you talking about? You mean a 12-year-old wife has never been raped?
That didn't invent the wheel. That's what I'm saying.
Back then, for sure. Like,
okay,
but even later,
hey,
like, you can't
you
can't not give us credit for shit.
Guys, we're not even into meat. We're not even.
I'm just saying,
guys.
We built the Eiffel Tower. Can we have a little bit of credit?
Loretta Lynn.
We created all of the people in the world.
Yes.
Go fuck
You're
yourself.
magical. You're superheroes. I agree with you. But we did build the Eiffel Tower.
Guys, Rich.
Why can't we have the Eiffel Tower?
I understand.
Can we have one thing?
I understand.
Can we have one thing?
I get the bit.
One thing.
But let's just rewind for a second. You're the only one laughing, and it's super weird when you do that thing.
What?
When you go,
it's hilarious.
It is amazing.
Yeah,
it gets really villainy.
But do you not understand that Loretta Lynn was only fucking 14?
Who's Loretta Lynn? I'm kidding. I know
exactly.
Yeah, or what's his face that was like fucking doing it to his 13-year-old cousin?
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Oh my God, that movie was weird. Who played her? Winona Ryder.
Sure.
Hey, she took that role willingly.
The role as like Winona Ryder.
Yeah.
I actually played her in a Crime Stoppers episode in high school.
Were you shoplifting?
From the entire Channel 4 news team, I'm Veronica Corningstone.
And I'm Ron Burgundy. Go fuck yourself, San Diego. Nice work, everyone. Sharp broadcast. Really good. Everyone on the floor as well. Really a lot of hustle. I liked it.
Dump out.
Hello, Edward.
Ron, I've got to fire you.
Well, I've got to fire you. Bing, bong, bong.
You're fired. Do you even know what you just said? Oh, great. Odin's Raven.
That's a $325,000 fine today.
Is it?
Yes.
What would that have been in the 70s?
$12.
Yeah, $12. But also, I looked it up, and they had a live TV dump button since 1952. It was invented by C. Frank Cordano, and in 1977, it was even computerized with the Eventide BD600 broadcast delay. So this wouldn't even be an issue.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Look, I just got the call from Harkin. He wants me back. But I can't do this without my news team.
I don't know, Ron. That was half a lifetime ago. We're different people now.
And when you left, the hurt was so deep. I just don't know if I can go through that again.
I mean, think about what you're asking, man.
I think about going down, man.
There was a time when you called me your lead anchor. Will you follow me again?
I'm getting too over this shit.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Isn't this Brian's job?
What?
This is Brian's job. Why is the anchor going to the panda place? That's Brian's job. He's the on-the-site correspondence guy.
Well, because it's
the anchor sits at the desk, throws it to Brian.
Right.
Brian does the thing at the
I
panda.
thought that too. Like they can't get another anchor. Like they have 3 people that could, or 2.
It's
that could
because it's
competently do
become
it.
a bigger story.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. The anchor doesn't ever go to the story.
Absolutely not true.
That's absolutely true.
Not true at all. You never saw Tom Brokaw on a windbreaker?
Nope.
That fucking shit happens.
Never.
It 100% happens.
Before he was Tom Brokaw.
Nope. That happens all the time.
You know.
Yes.
On location.
Yes.
Chris Cuomo was down
reporting
the hurricane.
on location.
It's literally never happened.
It's a fucking thing literally all the time. And that's what happens. That's what happens.
Alternative facts.
Oh my God, we've got to do something.
Whoa, Ron, I don't want to sound cruel, but I mean...
There's a network talent scout over there.
This is a tough decision. So much to think about. Basically, the biggest story of my career, launching me to a level I've never known before, or saving the woman I used to have familiar relations with. This is hard. I am in a pickle.
I'm in a pickle.
Ron, I know it sounds harsh, but God does not want her to live.
No, hold on. It's clear now. We go into the bear pit.
The fucking bionic
thing
in there.
The whole talent scout that's exactly like a football scout.
Oh, yeah.
It's hilarious.
Genius. Yeah.
I don't care how tame a brown bear is. If I was Stevie Carell, there's no way I'm riding that real bear. He was really riding a bear.
So a little bit of trivia. This is true. So I'm not sure if any of these bears are real. But when he does the basketball movie.
Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
Oh, that one was not good.
Yeah.
Jackie Semi-Pro.
Semi-Pro is Blaze of Glory on a basketball court.
No,
to
totally
me.
different. Not good.
I'm just saying.
I am drunk. I know. I mean, like. Anyways,
here it's 11:36.
So Semi-Pro.
I really did order a pizza.
They had a fucking. They had a bear.
Mm-hmm.
2 months after that movie, that bear fucking killed its trainer. True story.
Wow.
So Will had like this.
Oh, I remember that.
Will
I
had
do.
like this obsession with bears, and they would fucking do these bear bits or whatever. They have this thing where during a basketball game, this guy wrestles a bear. So that bear ends up like fucking killing its trainer.
Was that the one with the karate guy trainer? That they were sitting in a chair next to some woman, and then the bear just fucking attacked the woman? Was that the same bear?
I have no idea what you're talking
Anyway,
about.
just don't fuck with bears. Remember that bear guy that
Well,
lived amongst the bears, and he was part of the bears. Then he got his ass eaten by the
Yeah,
bears.
absolutely. He was riding on a real bear. That wasn't fake. There's no way that was fake unless they had CGI, which I don't think. They were doing superimposing that when they were fighting the bears weren't really in front of them, or in front of the dog. But he was riding on a real bear, absolutely riding on a real bear. But you never seen that karate? He's in the karate gi. They're sitting in 3 chairs. We're really close. The bear's sitting in the middle.
Yeah,
the karate gi guy here with the chain on the bear.
Yeah.
And then a woman here, and he just kind of looks at
Steve
her
Carell doesn't
and just
ride
says,
the
"I'm gonna
bear."
fucking eat this bitch."
Yeah,
He just turns
I
and
have
just
seen that.
attacks the
Yeah,
shit at her.
I have seen
and then the karate guy's just on top of him trying to. And there's nothing he could do.
This says that Steve Carell doesn't actually ride a bear. His stunt double does, and you can see it in the bloopers.
Oh, really? His face is on there.
Apparently, I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, wouldn't ride a bear. Fuck that. No bear riding. It's in my contract.
Today's story is one of the more remarkable things ever to happen to Santiago, or even the world. But in order to properly retell it, I'm going to need some help from my co-anchor, Miss Veronica Corningstone. No, Brick. Brick, no. High pressure. Go stand over there.
High pressure system.
Ron, there are literally thousands of men that I should be with instead, but I am 72% sure that I love you.
Well, it was a great fucking movie. Great fucking movie, Rocco.
Did you guys watch the outtakes?
Fucking dog talk.
Yeah, it was great.
Where they snuck in like a Smokey and the Bandit scene.
Totally, so
Oh,
funny.
yeah, I totally loved
Because that's where all
that.
that started. Like, that's some
fucking
Burt
hilarious.
Reynolds shit. They
Yeah.
used to do that on Cannonball Run.
Yeah.
All that stuff. Jason, what'd you think about the movie?
I have actually not seen it in a few years. But I do remember actually hearing the clips and stuff. It brought a lot of it back. It's a great movie. It is very good.
It's hard to get a word in here, isn't it?
That's all right.
It's impossible. You just have to like jump in.
Well, we're glad you're
climb
here,
over each other.
and you do a great job on the art.
Well, thank you.
And man, lots of moving parts around here.
Did you do the?
Yeah, we never see it first. Like, I mean, you might, but like Fridays is so funny. You get on Facebook and you scroll and you stop and you're like, holy shit. Like, every week.
Jason, did you do the 50 Shades?
50 Shades. I did one, but then I think Rich overwrote
Why do you
that
have to
one.
pick the one that
Rich overwrote it. But his was better, though. His actually was better.
That was fucking amazing.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Good job, Rich.
Like, you had like some tongue going on, right?
Yeah.
It was like super creepy.
Yeah.
Jaret's opening a beer.
It wasn't the iconic.
I liked being the baby on The Hangover.
Yeah, there was 2 different covers
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
I got to be Carlos on The Hangover. That was fun.
I like being
The little
Jesus
baby.
on
Like in the
With sunglasses on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were Jesus on what?
Big Lebowski.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome.
The Jesus.
Thank you guys so very much for listening to Jaret Goes to the Movies. This has been awesome. It's been a great time. I mean, we all drank tonight. I think you could probably fucking tell. Thanks for sharing, Joey Bishop, Sweethurst, Wendy Croft, Mitch Bergeron. Does he host
Yes.
Hollywood Squares?
He does.
Okay, cool. Fiona Freeman, Chris O'Dell, Barry Ferguson, Chris Pulse, Jake Bradford, Sean Umbeck, a.k.a. Oh, that's fucking Johnny Rebel?
Yeah.
I had no idea that's who that was.
Well, I thought it was a real person, and we talked about it. He messaged me, "Oh man, I'm sorry about all the drama, but that's me."
Does he know who Johnny Rebel is?
I mean, I don't know who's Johnny Rebel.
Woo! Chris Holt, Person Carr, Ray Jimenez, Matty Mo. more. Rawdon James, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's check the email box. Email us at jaretgoestothemovies@gmail.com.
We got a bunch because we've been out for a while. Levi Stuzman writes, "Hey guys, I just want to say thanks for all the awesome podcasts. The past 2 years, I had about a 30-minute drive into work every day, so I powered through a lot of podcasts. Your podcast is definitely my favorite. One time I was sitting at a red light with the windows down listening to the podcast, specifically the one when you were all describing how to clean your butts. I was dying, and I hadn't really noticed that a woman had pulled up next to me at the red light and could most definitely hear it from her car. And when I realized I killed the volume right after Rich said, 'Yeah, I've got a rag,' and I just right up in my crack." Or something like that. I laugh every time I drive by that intersection. Thanks for everything you do and keep it up. On another note, Jaret, I loved your music since I was a kid. He's probably 42, by the way. BFS was one of my first favorite bands, and I listen often. However, I didn't fully appreciate what your songs meant to me until I was an adult. My first real relationship was with a girl from Ohio. And after we broke up, for some reason, I was really connected with the Ohio Come Back to Texas song. Then I was really into this girl named Emily. She turned me down, and Emily became my anthem pretty much. A few months ago, I started seeing a girl named Lisa.
Oh, Jesus.
And about a month ago, she decided that it wasn't going to work. I haven't let myself listen to it, but I'm sure eventually Life After Lisa will become my anthem. I assume that's a song of yours.
It is.
And thanks for your music and all that it means to me. Stop writing the soundtrack for this guy's life, by the way.
Oh, man. Dude.
Write happier songs
That's
or
a
something.
lot. Yeah, actually, Life After Lisa is triumphant.
Oh, okay.
So just listen to that now. And we did it, guys. Yeah. Get in there. It's all about how, it's triumphant.
All right.
Jesus Christ, get in there.
All right. Danny Stuckey writes, I don't think he puts this in here, but he's talking about Ghostbusters.
All right.
Peter Venkman. To this day, I don't know if Peter Venkman realized if he was actually proving his ESP theory or if he was too wrapped up in the girl. But, quote, I'm studying the effect of negative reinforcement on ESP. He told the kid he was wrong and shocked him every time. And he got more and more cards right after that happened. And he sent me a link to the...
That's an interesting thing. Yeah, because... So was he being a genius or a fucking pervert?
Probably both.
Yeah.
Love your show. Yes, I'm behind and desperately trying to catch up. P.S. Yours is the only podcast I momentarily support. BFS got me through some rough times, mid-2000s. Like you more than a friend. He's actually on the chat, too.
Nice.
Mike Riley writes, Evening all. Just wanted to get back in touch. Thanks for the shout-out on the Blade Runner episode. I can confirm I don't have any STDs, so becoming a paid supporter is definitely worth it. Don't fact check me on that.
Don't fact check me.
I've managed to get through a fair amount of podcasts now. I listened to the Wedding Crashers one today, and you talked about going back to redo the Back to the Future episode or doing an episode 0. I'm sure this should be Jaret Goes to the Movies, a prequel. I thought it was interesting that you mentioned as the first episode I listened to was the Fast and the Furious one and then went back to listen to Back to the Future one. You can really hear the difference in the dynamic of the discussions. I didn't mind the first episode, but the show has definitely developed from then, and I think having Will and Casey adds so much more. The Big Trouble in Little China has definitely been one of the funniest so far. You guys really know how to keep the audience engaged through the comedy, thought-provoking discussions, and allowing an insight into your lives as genuine people. Keep doing what you're doing. Peace, Mike.
Nice, Mike. Thank you so very much. That was so favorable.
Yeah, I know. Sam Parker writes, Hi, all. Playing catch-up at the moment, and I have just listened to Flatliners. Great show, guys. Not sure how I feel about our remake, but I'll give it a go. Don't. I heard it's terrible, right? You heard that too, right?
Yeah.
Did you watch Blade Runner, by the way?
No, I haven't. I almost did, but I didn't.
Okay. Just wanted to say that I saw Jaret at the Thelka VIP, and it was an awesome show. Thank you again for playing Running from Your Dad in the VIP section. Made my night. Now on to the next one.
Oh, nice. Yes. That was actually amazing. That was a great show at the Thekla. The Thekla's on a boat.
Yeah, you did some VIP special thing? You like went up into VIP and played songs just for them?
Yeah, so I do like a VIP and then
Was that in Bristol?
Yeah.
So that's the night you actually went out and met all the people, like
Yeah.
the fan page people. and-
Yeah, I tried to do it every night that I could, but
No, but I mean like out at the bar.
I got to like walk across the street and hang out with everybody. It was super fun.
Sean Ombeck, or Johnny Rebel, writes, Jaret, do you plan to do a Heartache and Hilarity tour in the U.S. or an album DVD for it?
100%. Sean Umbeck actually asked that. Sean Umbeck. I am actually going to start Heartache and Hilarity in 2018 in the U.S. and I'm going to be doing only major cities. And I'm hoping that I can cover most of the country in the next year so that I can do another show, a different show, starting late next year. So, yes, the answer is yes, and I'm excited about it, and thank you very much.
You're doing every major city?
No, I just said only major cities.
Barry Ferguson writes, tell Jaret the Stage It show was awesome, but his mic couldn't quite cope up with his volume and was distorting at times.
Yeah, I got that from Rawdon James, too, after the fact. And
it's like the first Stage It that he's done that where he didn't just like stop and interact with like the chat and stuff. He actually played the show like as is. And so it's hard to like get the feedback until later, and then you find out that there was distortion. He was pretty upset about it, so.
Yeah, thanks, baby. And I actually used this camera. So and it looked amazing, but yeah, I
But
fucked
usually
up.
he'd
I
like
didn't-
stop and read and go, oh, and then do something
It's-
else because that's how the Stage It platform.
But I
works.
didn't look at what people were saying.
But he
and
was
shit,
trying to give
so-
him the show, you know,
right?
Instead
So-
of the internet show.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sorry for jumping in on that.
No, that's okay. I do appreciate that.
What was the audio coming from? From the webcam?
From that thing, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
So-
aren't super great.
No. And so I'll
No, we
I'll
know.
have that
Why
figured
do you-
out by the 7th. Well, actually, you know what? It'll already be passed, so don't even worry about it. I'll see you on part 2.
Because I can help you with whatever you want so you can get good audio.
I know, and I could have done that. To be honest, what was it, 20 minutes before it started? I came upstairs and
Yeah.
set up. We were doing stuff downstairs and
We aren't like doing stuff, guys.
Well, that's what you say.
I'm trying to think of what the funny joke.
Yeah.
Just giving the baby a bath or
it's
whatever.
fine. Hey guys, thank you so very much for listening to Jaret Goes to the Movies. This has been great, guys. Let's big thank you to Jason Kelso.
Yay!
Hey, for being here, but also
And for making our pictures hilarious.
Making our pictures so hilarious. And it, I same way. I see it every Friday, and only when it comes up on the feed or whatever, because I'm fucking terrible at everything.
No, I like it that way. You just scroll by and you
Yeah.
get tagged in it and you see it, and it's fucking hilarious
So
every Friday.
Rich and Jason are a great team, and I think we're all a great team.
And by team, he just messages them to me.
Yeah, and you
then I
go,
put 'em on
that's
there.
awesome, and that's it.
Yeah.
You guys are doing great. And Will, you're the fucking best for taking my trash cans out today.
Thanks, buddy.
Love you so much.
Love you too, dude.
Casey, thank you for having my back on the sound on the.
I mean, he could have like put him out like earlier. He didn't have to wait till the last second. But it's good that you're there for when he doesn't.
The snort.
Hilarious,
They should,
Rich.
they should like replace the birthday song with that. Like people need to hear it more often.
Dude, I swear to God, I was doing an acoustic show, and that guy came to the show and did that laugh like while I was doing serious shit, and I'm just like, I need that guy at every show I ever do. And like we've been friends ever since. So we go fucking eat steak. And
I know.
shit.
I was gonna say we need to tell Dave and Randy. We need to like meet up.
we
again.
do.
We haven't done in a long time.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for listening to the program. And Rich, thank you for not shitting all over this movie because it would have.
I tried.
It would have fucking really hurt me so bad.
I thought about it.
I love you guys. We will.
Thank me for not shitting all over this movie too.
Yeah, you're welcome, honey.
I've been talking about how much I hated it the first time for a long time.
I know, but it's good, right?
Oh, you really didn't like it when you first watched it?
No.
Oh, wow. I'm not even sure how that's possible.
Anyway, now we're married, and I want to stay married, so it's fine.
Is that right?
Hey, guys, we'll see you down the road.
I like you more than a friend.
But most of all, we'll see you down the rood.
You're a real hooker, and I'm going to slap you in public.
I'm going to shoot you right in the face with a BB gun.
You've got a dirty whorish mouth.
I'm going to punch you right in the ovaries.
You both have bad hair.
Straight shot.
Ernie Ball is for little fairy boys.
That was a curveball.